Well, hello there. Lee's like, uno momento, por favor.
I'm on the wrong mic, so it's going to take a second to kick in.
Technical difficulties.
It's been one of them days.
Well, hey, everyone. How's it going?
All right, now can you hear me?
Yeah, the other one, you can hear more background.
So
The other mic, you can hear more background. And then when you kick to that one, it's much more sounds. I don't know if it's sound sensitive or whatever you want to call it. Just noise canceling. How about that?
a lot better.
It's mo better. But no cable on my phone. Well, hello, everyone. We got a lot of people already. We got William, Dennis, Houston, James, Larry, Graham's Bees.
And I'm gonna have to say hi to Kylie on my live stream. That's my niece. They just text. She's watching.
Well, hey, Eugene. Wow, we got a bunch of people. We got 18 at the moment. We're just starting, so y'all must be getting notifications pretty quick. So I got to show you guys. I did a shout out earlier, but I know Lee did mention his the other day. I actually did use the soap today, by the way. It's pretty good. Pretty nice little soap.
I hadn't tried it yet.
I got the Mini Bear hot sauces from Spanky. And check this out. So Lee you got a nuke, right? A double nuke. What'd you get? You got a double nuke, like 5/5.
Yep, got the deep and the medium.
I got a Randy Oliver hive. A 10 frame over double nukes. I haven't opened it up. I haven't taken the tape off of it, so I don't really know what's in it. Maybe we'll do that. And it's got the logo in it. Cool.
He done a good job on them.
He did. It's very detail oriented, right? So this little pack. I didn't get the hive stand though, but I got a bunch of other stuff in here. I got a pollen trap. I got the feeder. What in the world is this? Oh, that's the frame hanger. Or I think. What is this?
Look like it folds out.
Yeah. So
look at the detail in it.
Yeah.
He actually has it in the side of it where it's 3D printed. It actually says frame hanger.
It says frame holder right.
Frame holder.
And frame holder left. So depending how, I don't know if you could see it, if they'll be able to read that.
Nah,
or maybe I might have even showed the wrong side. I think I showed the wrong side because I'm a retard like that. Hold on. Well, you might have to trust us on that. Frame holder left and right is on there. But it's very nice. Thank you so much, Spanky. And I know, does he have a channel that we can plug? I know he's got a YouTube channel. I don't know if he's got a website we can plug for him. It's Filament Corner is his YouTube channel. Hello to the Bob and Lee show, or is it the Lee and Bob show? Please tell us which it is. It's the No Life Beekeeper chat.
There you go.
That's what it is. So let me see if I can rip this tape off of here. He just looks like, well, I thought it was just Scotch tape, but it's like Scotch tape O steel. And I wanted to say thank you. I just saw on my, somebody ordered a coffee mug and a shirt, the Beaking Bad variety with the heat sensitive mug and this shirt. T-shirt, not the long one, but they got the short sleeve, Beacon Bad. And on the back, can you even see the back?
Yep.
Be addicted. There you go. So
I'm gonna drop a link to Spanky's channel in the comments. Y'all give him a shout and tell him to stream. Send him over there.
So look at that. We got the double inner cover. And this one, oh wow, that's pretty cool. Because it's got the pins, right? He's got the metal pins. But it's actually got a divider in the inside. So it's a like true double 5 framer. So that's pretty cool. Of course, it's got the queen excluder. I just don't want to break any of these pieces. And then deep frames. And they all come out, guys. They do. And the thing is, here's the thing that is so, this is what's so crazy about this, is that it's so detailed that this filament, and that it looks wood.
Yeah, it looks like the wood frame with the yellow foundation on it.
And look, it's even got the little cutouts in the corner where the bees would pop through.
He's put some work into it.
That is amazing. That is amazing. I like detail stuff, so that's pretty cool. Not that I'm a very detail-oriented guy personally, but I think it's amazing how people can be that detailed,
Yeah.
Like Lee.
Oh, I don't know about me now. I'm OCD on certain things, but I'm not good with the fine detail.
Oh, so guess what? Oh, are you ready to talk about that? What you did today?
The one that I just showed you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll pull that up here.
So, anyway, guys, I'm monetized on here, right? So I make a little bit of money when you guys watch, not a lot. Matter of fact, not even right now. This video is not monetized for me. So I'm making nothing right now currently because I didn't change the setting. But, so, the t-shirts and stuff like that definitely help out, more than the YouTube money does. But, oh, Houston talked to Spec. Yeah, that's what he said on his note. He cut his finger.
Yeah, the tip of his finger had to get amputated.
But Lee did something, and so Lee, you can explain better what it is then.
I got just the coffee cups in the blue or black, and these are the 15 ounce instead of the regular smaller 11 ounce coffee cups. These are more of a mug. Got the short sleeve shirts, the hoodie, a champion backpack, and then I guess you could say the
Snapback.
Snapback, the male and the female versions. And I'll probably be doing a couple of different colors also, and slowly adding more merchandise options.
Well,
that was just a start.
That's a good thing. See, and hats, I can't do hats on Gear Bubble, so who knows? Everything's it's fluid, right? We're in a fluid situation where when we come up with stuff, we just kind of try to implement them to help out a little bit. But I definitely do appreciate, because I don't know who ordered it. I have a sneaking suspicion I do know who it is, Phil, but there's no way for me to tell who did it.
Drop a link to the page for my merchandise if anybody happens to be interested. And let me go ahead and throw this out there also. Since I'm not monetized on YouTube right now, if you just so happen to feel the need, if you look at the top of the page for the merchandise, they do have a little donate button right there that you can click. You don't have to, but it's welcome if you do.
And that's through StreamYard?
Yep. Streamlabs.
Streamlabs. Okay. Yeah, see, there you go. He says he got 2 shirts. He ordered the 1 shirt and got 2 of the now I've ordered shirts before. I've never gotten 2 for 1.
Like you would have got the 2 for 1 first, huh? Phil's just lucky like that.
He's just lucky like that. But so today was the honey day for me. I was out in the yard, but it's nice because a lot of people are very interested in bees, and they'll come and they want to know, why is this honey darker than that one? How do they live in the box? Hey, Randy, they want to know a lot about it. They're scared, they're skittish, but they want to know, right?
I've had some of them. I started explaining the difference. They're like, "Well, I was wondering, but I was kind of afraid to ask."
And then well, why is all the honey in the store look the same? Well, that's because they buy it in tractor trailer tanker loads or in 55-gallon drums, and they blend it all together, so it looks very consistent. Mm-hmm. So, but I'll usually have two of these. Well, two of these little jars out there that I'll use as samples. Well, taste them. They taste different. They look different. They're both honey. You got your squeeze bottles, but they are different. So, yeah, this year's I'm not feeling it this year with the honey. I'm not going to have a good honey year. At least I don't, that's the indication right now. Right now, what I am hoping at this point is that some of these smaller colonies that I've got, even the 10 framers, by the fall flow are strong enough to pull a good fall harvest. But I went through my colonies yesterday. I went through all of them, every one. And they're just not, other than those ones that I've already pulled from, they're just not very prolific, but I chalk that up to my expansion, right? Yeah. So I had a choice at the beginning of the year. I could stay at 12 colonies and let them grow huge and pound out honey, or I could split them, right? And I chose to split. So
that just means next year you'll have a ton of honey.
Well, hopefully.
Possibly, literally.
Yeah, hopefully. Hopefully we will. I'll be calling everybody in. Hey, y'all take a long weekend and come down here so we can pull honey.
You have to do like Mr. Ed, get everybody together and work, huh?
Yeah, I know. I don't have that many friends. All of my friends are on YouTube. Matter of fact, that's my next shirt. All my friends are on YouTube. It's like literally that's kind of
make me spit all over the computer.
I have no friends. I only talk to YouTube only. For a small donation, right? I just do the hey, I'll give you lessons on beekeeping. Come on the 30th of June, because that's the day we're planning to pull honey, and you can help us if you pay me $50. Kind of the old Huckleberry Finn. I'll give you this brass door knocker if you let me help you paint that fence. Why, sure, I'll take that. And an apple, he's getting all the free stuff to help him.
Yeah, I just realized that, Phil.
You're very blue this evening. That's blue shirt.
My daughter bought me.
So I've got, I guess I'll go ahead and spill the beans. Some of you guys know already, and I think I said it on the show this morning. But, or the live stream I did. I've talked to Matt from Matt and Sarah. He's a laser guy, right? And I have purchased one. I have purchased a laser and am waiting on it to get here. And so I plan to start laser etching stuff. Everything I can. It'll be a newer experience for me, but I'm going to try to do some honey bottles, I'm going to try to do all kinds of stuff. Tumblers, hive tools, hive bodies. Yep.
Matt and Sarah. Now Bob.
Well, I looked at Matt and Sarah's Etsy page. And Matt is such a hilarious guy when you watch his channel, right? So they've sold like 30,000 units on Etsy. That's amazing to me. All different kinds of stuff, so I've got a laser. That's right. So it's not here yet. We're waiting on it, but that's kind of the plan. it's something I can do from here, and allow me to keep doing what I'm doing. At least that's the goal. We'll see what it is. And speaking of hillbillies, there's one right there, Casey Earl Dooley. Yeah, I know. That's why. Hey, William. That's why I sent you that. I sent you that Facebook link, and I might need to get Phil. Phil does all that programming and stuff of CNC. He might be able to help us out. All right. So Lee dropped his link. I'm going to drop my link. Phil's spending his whole paycheck buying up stuff. Nobody else is buying nothing. Let's see. And I told you, Phil, on the thing, I was going to try to see if I can set up a discount code. I've never done it before. Let's see. Discount. Create a discount. Let's see. Type discount amount. Ooh, that ain't supposed to be that. Percent. There we go. 10. Is it? Why does it? That's crazy. Why is it showing that like that? There we go. Eastern time.
Hey there, Mr. Paul. Hell Hives.
All right. So here we go. Add a discount. All right. So I've got the discount code is dun, 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 Bob and Lee 10. 10% discount for viewers of the show.
Bob and Lee 10.
Bob, yep. Here, I'm going to post it in the thing here. Paste. That's the discount show up. Their discount code at my store. I will give you my store link.
Oh dang, that wouldn't have worked too good.
And here's the store link.
I had Bib and Lee.
Bib and Lee.
Now we got Bob and Lee.
Actually, it's all lowercase too. Bob and Lee 10. But there you go. So if you're interested in one of these shirts, Beaking Bad, with it says Lee, you confused me again. There you go. It's got the little beekeeper, and on the back it says "Be Addicted." And then the other one is the Black Game of Drone shirt that Phil wears and I wear. That's the two beekeeping ones. I told you, Phil, you jumped the gun in the video. Well, what are you worried about? You get two for the price of one anyway. That's like a 50% discount you got last time. No, I said it on the video. I was going to try to set up a discount code. So 10% discount, which isn't a whole. I mean, it's a couple bucks off, but I don't make but a few bucks anyway. Sawmill Charlie's videos are great. They are great. He's on here all the time. He'll probably, I don't know if he'll be on tonight, but he might. All right. So while we're talking about gear and everything, I know he's trolling me. While we're talking about gear and everything, remember if you haven't entered to win the Hive Top feeder from Blythewood Bee Company, you need to go to last Tuesday night's live stream, Tuesday Night Live, on both Lee's and my channels, and leave a comment and a thumbs up, and then you'll be entered to win. And really the deadline to do that would be by tomorrow night, because usually Monday night we go through and do it. And if we come to the live stream on Tuesday and you haven't been at it, you can win again. It's a different item. So now keep in mind, every time we do the giveaway, that it's getting bigger and bigger. Do you have pictures of the items, or did you already put them up? So this will be the second giveaway for Saracell top hive feeders, and the 10 frame. I don't know if it's in stock yet, but the 5s and 8s are, and they're waiting on the 10 frames to come in. So as soon as the 10 frames come in, you would get that if that's the size that you choose, if you win. So there you go. That's for Tuesday night videos, Tuesday night lives. Anything after that is bonus. You know what? I didn't even pin the link. All right, hold on. Let me pin the link to the top of my channel here. And all right, so if you want to join us live, feel free to click the link and come on in. And it's been about 25 minutes of us rambling. I saw you did that other swarm removal.
Yeah, I got it done. It came into the same location where I removed the swarm Sunday, or well, not a swarm, but a hive that had been there several years. Removed it, and we left it open for any little robber bees, just kind of get any extra honey out. Well, a whole nother swarm moved in. So I think I'm going to take a little bit of advice I got from somebody on here today and see if I can put a hive trap at that location. Maybe keep one there year round. Maybe it'll help keep them from getting in their house, and they'll be happy to have one on the side of the property.
And then they just call you, hey, there's bees going in and out of the box. And then you just come get them, right? Hail Hives. Yep, Home Shopping Network channel. That's correct. The, yep, pretty much. No, we like to talk bees for sure. But bees, unfortunately, we're not like a lot of these channels that get hundreds and hundreds of dollars just thrown at them, right? So we gotta try to make a little bit to pay the bills, because this is all I do, guys. So I appreciate everybody that does participate, and the stream team does it as well, buddy, with the Etsy stores and Bruce's honey.
Hey,
Greg's.
Being a beekeeper is expensive,
right?
We got to make any penny we can.
Mm-hmm. And Greg's, queens and packages, right? Jose's queens. Tell me another. Bohemia Bees has a full bee store, right? And classes. So yeah, they do it. We don't have those, so we might be a little bit more upfront about it. Let me see. Dennis Barney said, just a heads up. If you need a 5-gallon, if you're in need of 5-gallon buckets, I buy mine from a donut store. They are food grade, 90 mil thick, and I pay 50 cents each with lids. Just a thought.
Oh, that's nice. That's a heck.
Very nice. Yeah.
I got the 90 mil lids, but for 6 buckets and 6 lids, I'm looking at $85 with shipping.
Well, luckily for me, one of my honey customers is the IT guy for one of our local fast food chains. And he's got 2 restaurants saving pickle buckets for me. So
I think William's volunteering.
William, I'll tell you what, if you come all the way to South Carolina and climb my tree to get that swarm, I'll let you have it.
You're going to have a knock on your door at 6 o'clock in the morning.
The icing buckets. When I used to work at the bread company, I used to work at Walmart or go to Walmart and some other chain grocery stores. I'd always go by the bakery too and ask them, hey, you guys got any icing buckets you're getting ready to throw out? But the donut place charges you. What a deal.
Yeah, James, this is a whole nother round of gifts we're doing here. So whoever won the first time can win again this second round. Now, once you win one on this one, you're out until the next set.
That's I can't believe nobody's in here yet. We got 40 people watching and nobody has joined the chat yet. Well, they're in the chat, but not on the stream. Man, you almost got the red, white, and blue going back there. You almost got the patriotic theme.
Change it up a little bit.
I wonder. I bet you can. I bet. Well, maybe not a carry-on, but I bet you could box them and put them in the cargo hold. Sure do. These pickle buckets from this restaurant are 5-gallon pickle buckets. They're big. Lee popped the vape and gave me the incentive to light one up.
Twist your arm, huh?
I do know you can take lobsters in your carry-on because when you leave, like New England, right? At least in Rhode Island, when you were at the airport in Rhode Island, they always had the lobster tanks, and they had like the, you guys have Bojangles where you're at?
Nah, I don't.
You don't have Bojangles there? Well, they make these boxes that they're square, but then they fold in and they latch onto the handle part of it, right? The handle part. And they would have that with some holes in it that would be for lobsters. All right, so let's Hail Hives. Boom. Let's check them out. I'm pretty sure I'm already subbed Hail, but I'm going to search you out just in case because I didn't see a notification.
I could have swore I was already. Some reason it's
we have got to raid Hail Hives channel, guys.
Yep. Get ready to drop his link.
All right, so Hail Hives has 7 subs and 5 videos. We've got 38 people on here. Let's see how fast we can pump up his subs, a beekeeping channel, from 7. Actually, mine is probably number 8 now. And I apologize I didn't do it ahead of time. But let's go ahead and see how many people we can pop over there.
Here's a link to his channel.
And let's fire up his channel. Let's see how many people we can get his channel up to. Real quick. We'll do it with the quickness. He's in Southeast Louisiana.
Yeah, he's not far from me, maybe 20 or 30 minutes. Through the woods, he's probably about 10 miles, maybe.
Y'all should do a collab video.
May have to get something together on that.
All right, where are we at to now? Come on, everybody. Let's pump it up.
Mine's still showing 7. But
Yeah.
Phil said he just subbed. I know I just subbed. I thought I already was.
Maybe else. Where's the now funny thing is I don't even see it on his, like when you go to the channel.
Yeah, it don't show the subs there. I had to do the search and look at it from the search.
He might have the stuff turned off. Let me see. Subscribers last 30 days. It don't show right now. All right, we'll figure it out. Let me see. You had this. So if I go back to the search and then refresh it, no, it's still saying 7. I know that's not right because it said 7 when I went and I subscribed, so that would have been 8. Hale, does it show? Can you see? It takes a few minutes. I know in my studio it does have it says live subs stats.
Mm-hmm.
So,
but normally we can look a channel up and it's showing, the live sub on our end.
He's got some big colonies in that video too. Oh, so speaking of which, I'm trying to do something when I film on my phone now. And William made an observation today. Because I did a live on Facebook, right? And on Facebook, the video quality was better than YouTube. And YouTube is designed for streaming. And it's the same phone, same signal and everything. And the quality is better streaming to Facebook. But if you take your phone, at least with mine, if I go to YouTube and then once I'm in YouTube, if I turn it, it'll have a little logo in the top corner of the screen where it shows it's turning. Mm-hmm. If I click that, it'll flip the whole thing. And then it makes it in landscape like a regular view as compared to the up and down. But sometimes I do it up and down too, but it just depends. All right. So who else did he say? Oh, see, William said it was crystal clear on Facebook.
YouTube needs to tighten up and get it together.
I'm curious. Does it still say?
Mm-mm.
I'm still showing 7. So I'm sure to go up because a lot of people just said they went over there and subbed. So hopefully that helps you out a little bit, Hale. But hey, someone come on here. Y'all jump in with us, somebody.
You know, William should be here in a minute if he got good internet.
William's in Oklahoma where his internet is bad right now. I felt like I was there, nearly climbed the tree. It is better. See, the bad thing is if I do it, I can do it to YouTube, to Facebook, and then download it off of Facebook and upload it to YouTube. But then it sounds like I'm doing a live when it's just a regular video. So it's a little bit different, but videos taken with an iPad.
Hey, as long as you recording, that's all that matters. It don't matter what you're using.
Put it up for sure. More videos, the better, in my opinion. And what it's letting you do, it's giving you a feel for, how you're setting up shots, how you have to remember to keep talking, right? Oh yeah, it's way hot here too. That's one reason why I have not put out more recorded content. With a live, I can go out there and talk and show what I'm going to show. And if it gets too hot, I just turn it off and go. With the video, if I'm halfway in the middle of explaining something and my GoPro dies or my camera battery dies or it overheats, then I have to wait to go back and film part 2 or whatever,
That was my problem yesterday. I have 8 GoPro batteries. Well, with the vacuum going, I didn't hear the camera beep showing that it was dying, and it went off, and I was probably there an hour and a half vacuuming.
Right.
Now, I got probably about an hour's worth of video, but a lot of it, you got to cut out when you got silent parts or you got to walk away to grab something.
Well, did you find the queen?
I did not see her while I was vacuuming. Now, whenever I was getting close to being done vacuuming, I had a bunch of bees flying around the exhaust on the vacuum, which usually indicates the queen's in the vacuum and her pheromones coming out.
You sucked her in the box.
Yep.
Now, that doesn't overheat them at all in that box?
I leave it turned on even when I'm driving back home on low. That thing will run for hours. And I'll put it on low with my AC on in the vehicle, and it's circulating that air through the system.
Phil said it went up to 60 degrees today. He had to keep his jacket on. Next time you start burning, stand on your head so you can burn down. You guys are a mess. Mess, I tell you. Hey, Lee's in the studio. I better check that text message. I'm just checking.
I'm getting a couple for some reason.
What, messages coming through? Yeah, me too. That's why I checked it. It just lit up my phone. But
I just got a text from my niece saying, "How do I comment in the live?" She can hear us on the video, but her screen is black.
Her screen is black?
Yep.
Now I got probably about an hour worth.
We look fine on my YouTube.
Yeah. Can everybody else see us good?
And oh, okay, now I understand what's going on here. Cayman Reynolds went live 2 minutes ago. So I imagine our numbers will start dropping off.
It's all part of the game.
I haven't pulled that much honey, David, to be honest with you. I pulled 123 pounds, 122 pounds, something like that. Not a lot. And again, that's back to what I did to my colonies, right? So if I would have left my colonies when I came out of winter, I had 12 colonies ready for honey production. I split all of those colonies down. So it came in who?
Yeah, I've only pulled like the 55 or 60 pounds so far, and that was out of 2 boxes, 16 frames. So I still got a lot to go.
But I can look at it like this too. I did kind of offset my honey sales with nuke sales and queen sales, right? So it kind of it's kind of going both ways. And honestly, if I went through every colony and pulled every frame out that hey Rhonda, if I could went through every colony and pulled every frame that I could with honey on it, I could have much more. You know what I mean? But right now, I've got a few colonies that are really, really pop honey away, and some that are struggling. So
talking about 4 gallons of honey, whatever your gallons is, multiply it by 12.
yeah, so that's
12
like
pounds per gallon.
Mm-hmm.
So you're looking basically at 48 pounds there.
Yep. 5-gallon pail is 60 pounds. Yeah, see, David, I'm in South Carolina as well. I'm down in Hopkins, right outside of Columbia. And it went good early. I had a nice flow, and some of my colonies really blew up, which it's funny because they're nukes that I just got a couple months ago that are really doing the honey production, and the ones that I've split and taken frames off of to make queens and and all that, they're just kind of chilling. They're not producing a lot. You have to be in the app to chat. I didn't know that either. Didn't know that one. But the link is in the chat if you guys want to join in. Makes the streams go faster, gives us a little bit of more content to talk about. And
heck, if you got any questions, just jump in and ask your question you want. I mean, if you need to go, I mean, we understand, but come on in, join for a minute, join for 20 minutes if you want.
Yep, that's kind of where I'm at, Earl. Kind of where I'm at right now. I went from 12 colonies to 50, right? So I've quadrupled this year. 2 deep boxes, that's not bad. 104 pounds. It just depends. We don't have you guys got the tallow down there that is a prolific nectar flow from what I gather, right? It's just like they just slam it in the boxes.
Yeah.
Now to give you an idea, guys, after coming out of winter with 12, all of my foundation and everything for these colonies it was fresh foundation, right? So they had to draw all that comb up, which took nectar.
You're looking about 7 pounds worth of honey to make 1 pound of comb.
Oh, Dennis, I did that, buddy. I was doing that, and I ruined so many pots and strainers and all kinds of crap doing it that way. I'm gonna tell you what. I know it's expensive, guys, but if you don't get one of these, and if I hit 2,000 subs anytime this millennium, I know what we're giving away, but doing the wax with that Lyson solar wax melter is the only way to go, in my opinion, at this point. At least for smaller guys. That one's still got, look at it, it's still got honey in there, and you see it still got some honey that was in the comb. But all you do And I've got a video on it, but I think Bruce's video, to be honest with you, Bruce's bees video on the Lyson extract or melter is better than mine, guys. He does a better job editing, but I do have one a video on that Lyson wax melter. They're $170, but that just the fact that I don't have to spend hours doing cleanup after it, and all I do now is I set that box is setting out. I put my comb on top of it with paper towels over the grate, and it drips into a pan. And in that pan, once it, that's also an option to do it that way. Hey, LaGrange. Yeah, and Houston's got a one that he did, homemade one. You guys are more. Well, first of all, Houston's in construction, so he's probably better than me at building stuff anyway. But that's just not my game, guys. My game, that right there, that's what I'm giving one away. I am giving one away when I hit 2,000 subs, and I haven't gained a sub in a week probably. Matter of fact, let's see where I'm at. I was at 1896, and I'm still at 1896 for the last I don't know, seems like a week. But you know, it's one of those things. It's just let's see, subs. I'm 38% less subs than I was the previous month. I actually lost a sub today. There you go. Or yesterday. Lost a sub yesterday. None. On the 16th. 2 on the 15th. So really haven't changed in a minute there on the sub count. So is what it is, guys. But when we get to 2,000, that's what I'm giving away. So I got 104 to go. 104 more subs, and we're giving away that.
255 more, and somebody's going to get a Guardian Bee jacket on my channel.
Speaking of which, all right, y'all heard all the crap talking I was doing about Guardian, but I will tell you, they sent me a brand new jacket. All I did, I sent them an email. They asked me what the problem was and asked if I could send a couple photos of what the issue was. So I took a picture of the zipper and how the plastic had come off of the little thing that holds it together at the bottom. And he said, no problem. It's already in the mail to you. And that's awesome. See, you guys that, you guys have the technology and the know-how. Hey, Wiz and Hunt, I have no problem promoting your channel when you put out some beekeeping related content, brother. No problem. When you have something beekeeping related on your channel, I will happily put your channel out there. No problem. I am looking. So, you know, at this point, as far as my beekeeping season, I really haven't lost any colonies, right? I mean, I guess you could say the swarm up on the branch is a loss until I capture it.
It's not a loss until you don't see it no more.
Yeah, I mean, they are checking it out. Yeah, buddy, we all have that same problem. We all start off the same way. You know, but your channel, you've been trying to raise funds for like 2 years for beekeeping. There's guys on here building their own boxes out of scrap lumber and catching swarms and, you know, stuff. So I understand. I'm not poo-pooing what you're saying, but the only videos you have out are trying to fundraise. And, you know, I understand. I did a fundraiser on Facebook when I started, and I raised $2,500 to start. Your GoFundMe's for $450,000. That's $500,000 to start a bee sanctuary, bro. That's a lot of money. Lots of money. You don't need that much to start beekeeping. You need a couple $100 and a swarm trap. So I have no problem putting you out and helping you get started or whatever. But you know, I'm just not going to send people just to send money to your channel. They don't even send money to my channel, and I put content out almost every day.
Yep.
You know, so that's kind of one of those things. You know, it's
sometimes it's hard work.
Yeah, well, see, so I understand, bro. I trust me, I understand. The whole world's bad, but if you're building a bee sanctuary, are you trying to get land to build your house? Because I had the same issue. I didn't keep bees because I lived in a subdivision and they wouldn't let me keep bees. And then I moved out to the country here's another option. I found somebody that had land that wanted some bees on it. And then I was keeping bees on their property. So I didn't even have to raise money to do that. I just moved some bees over there. So there's all kinds of ways to do it. And if you need some help, brother, send me an email and we'll trade some contact information. And I'll give you some ideas on beeconomics and helping you getting started. And, you know, I may even know a beekeeper up in your area that'll give you a split off a colony or somebody that catches swarms. So my email is, write it down. Here we go. My email, everybody that needs to contact me can contact me at rwalker. I'll even put it out here, 2016 at gmail.com. And if there's anything I can do to help you get some bees and get started, I will more than happily do it for you. But I can't in good conscience send people over just to send money to you to raise $450,000. Hell, I didn't even raise $450,000 when I started. And, you know, I'm not trying to poo-poo what you're doing. I think you might have a better way to go about it where you might get some results, and I can help you do that if you're interested. So you got my contact information, and if we can help you, we sure will. So, Earl, hop in here, buddy.
I think Earl was a little wore out. He said he just finished doing all his weed eating.
Oh, I don't want to hear that crap. He's a hillbilly. Hillbillies work from the sun up to sundown. Well, hey, that's awesome, man.
Heck
See,
yeah.
right around the bend from me. If you ever need anything, Queens, Nukes, whatever, you just let me know. We'll hook it up. You can come over and take a look around.
My first hive I bought was the Hoover hives. I like them.
I'll even let people around here extract honey in my brand new equipment if they want to. Might cost them a little bit of honey, but other than that, we'll work it out. You're an old hillbilly. Me too, bro. You see the gray in my beard, all Sean Connery-esque. And Larry Gandy, what are you doing tonight? And Houston Shelton. See, all you guys need to go ahead and hop in here. I'm trying to promote y'all's new live stream, and it's hard to do it without y'all.
Hey, Patriot, look up in the chat right there. Bob just posted his email.
And on top of that, you can Google Walker Bee Ranch, and I'm on Google as well. Oh, he's out working his long hive.
Well, heck, you get on the live, we can watch you.
Yeah, you go on the live. We can watch Houston work his bees live.
I wonder if Gandy and Mr. Larry Gandy and Charlie's related.
No, they're both eating popcorn.
Yeah, eating popcorn too.
Look who we got.
What's up, Barney?
We've got Fermana.
Hey, Barney was.
You got to mute your YouTube, brother.
Oh.
I'll be right back. Hey, Lee, y'all chat for a second. I'm going to go grab another drink. I'll be right back.
All right. Bro, we got you here. We just need Fred to show up.
Have I a loop on here?
Say that again.
Have I got a loop going?
No, it sounds good now.
Is it okay?
Yep. Yeah, Patriot, just look at Bob's email, send him an email, and then he'll give you any contact information he needs for your area there. What you been up to, Phil?
Not much. Chilling out.
He's been up to ordering stuff from my site.
Yeah, yeah.
My-
looking forward to the 2-for-1.
Phil is my staunchest supporter and my staunchest critic.
Here you are, Bob. See.
Look, we got the whole gear on.
Now look at this.
Did
There's
they
one
really? They really sent you
There's
2
one.
shirts.
and 2?
Dang.
So you bought 1 and they sent you 2.
I bought 1 and got 2. 2-for-1.
That's a good deal.
I know, right? That's yeah. That's Steve-O builds boxes out of scrap pallets. Absolutely.
I like watching some of Steve-O's old videos.
Let me see. All right. Yeah. Not sure how to look you up. Yeah. If you just Google, all you have to do is Google Walker Bee Ranch, and it'll show up on the Googler. And trying to see here. All right. So, Phil, what are you doing?
Well, about 2:00 in the morning there.
It
3.
is 1:56.
Yeah.
Almost 2.
2 in the morning. And I get hate email if I don't go live from
Yeah.
Phil. He's like, "What the hell, Bob?"
Get emails. And,
I waited all week for Friday night, and y'all didn't go live. And we have been going live on Fridays, by the way.
I went out to eat with the family last night.
Well, there you go.
Yeah,
Yep,
that's not good enough.
They
That's not
messed
good
up
enough.
the schedule. She was supposed to be off Saturday and Sunday.
It
They
is
gave her
Father's
Friday.
Day weekend.
They gave her Friday and Saturday, so she drove all the way from Texas to see me for 24, 30 hours and had to go back. How you doing there, Mr. Larry?
Hello.
Happy Pappy's Day.
Hey, Bob shamed me. I had to put my popcorn down and I was enjoying the movie.
I was waiting to see Charlie sitting next to him there eating out of the same bowl.
Charlie is always munching on something in the background. And his camera or his microphone, like every crinkle of the bag and everything, it just picks it up. And we're like, "What are you eating tonight?" But yeah, you having a good weekend?
Absolutely. But I grilled some zucchini and fresh squash, and then I grilled some deer meat. So,
Oh, nice.
Sounds good.
So how's the flow going where you're at?
it's really good right now. We put on another probably 20 boxes today. We are pulling a lot of plastic, so we stack them on, and then we go back, 10 days later, and we take the ones that are not filled or that are or have comb built in them. We will actually pull them down to 8. So
Make them fatter.
absolutely, we're going after honey and the wax both. We
Right.
wax to recoat the frames from all the dead outs. So
Well, it also allows you to make your frame spread further.
Yep.
Right?
absolutely.
So instead of using 50 frames in 5 boxes, you're using 40. And I use 45, right? I'm using 9 right now. So it definitely allows you to take a case of frames. If you get 52 in a case, now you're doing 6, 7 boxes as compared to 5.
Right.
So there's look, we got Houston on here. We shamed Houston on to coming too. Peer pressured him.
Yeah, give me the guilt trip, man.
It didn't work on Earl. He's like, forget you guys.
Right before the live, he sent me a message. Said, "Man, I just been weed eating," and I said, "Well, Bob's on."
He said, I said, I'm trying to promote you guys. How can I promote? You got your own show. You can't get sick. You can't be. You'll get Phil sending you emails saying, hey, man, it's Friday night. And I waited all week for your show, and you guys ain't live. What's going on?
See, they trying to help Phil out. Phil needs more live to watch.
Phil needs more to watch. That's it. So now we're gonna have Tuesday night, me and Lee. Wednesday night, the stream team. Thursday night, what did y'all officially name it? Hillbilly Live?
Hillbilly Hives Live.
Hillbilly Hives Lives. And now Cayman, we're fighting with Cayman right now because Cayman's live and we're live. But you know what? We're holding strong at 31. Dedicated troopers. Cayman who? That's funny. Everybody knows who came in. Lee, did you find the queen in that cutout? Jeremy asked.
No, not yet. When I was vacuuming yesterday, right when I got close to the end of the job, I had a bunch of bees flying around my vacuum, which usually indicates the queen is in the vacuum and her pheromones coming out the exhaust port. Once I got home, I just poured them into a new hive box, and I'm going to let them sit for a couple days before I really mess with them, let them kind of get settled in.
You think that trips people out when they call you to remove bees and you just pull out a shop vac and start sucking them up? And they're like, well, hell, I could have done that and saved myself some money.
Well, it's like whenever I got there and I was pulling my vacuum out, he said, do you need an extension cord? I'm like, nah, this one runs on battery.
That's crazy.
It'll run the whole time I'm vacuuming out for a couple hours plus. I mean, probably 6 hours after that if you have it down on low.
Kylie asked, are we going live tomorrow? Very possibly. Sunday nights are usually
that's my niece.
Okay. We have our schedule is random. Tuesday nights for sure. Everything else is bonus material.
Yep.
You know, if you see Bob getting stung in the yard, bonus material. Which I don't understand. I can just be doing a live on my phone looking at something and I'll get stung in my eyebrow and the thing will start swelling up for no reason. And then today I can be on a live and they can be bearding on the front of the colony and I grab a whole handful of bees and put them back on the landing board. No stings.
That's like I was in the yard a couple of weeks ago, done all my work through all the hives, not one sting. I reached down, grabbed all my tools, turned around to walk off 2 steps and one popped me in the back.
I had, I set my honey on the back of the tailgate, right? And I'll take one of these little jars and I'll say, have you ever, you want to taste the difference between the dark and the light honey? And I'll have a jar of each of them. They're like, yeah, just pour it on. No, I'm not pouring it. Well, why won't you pour it? I said, because if I pour it, those 500,000 bees over on the side of the house, every one of them will smell it, And I said, you can dip your pinky in it or whatever and taste it. That's fine. But I ain't pouring nothing out here. You'll be gone and I'll be, it'll be bad business. Bad business around there.
Especially in another couple of weeks if you try that. Once that
mine's already on the feeder, so it's getting close, Lee.
Yeah, it's we've dried up around here for the moment. So I open fed all my colonies twice this week with that big tote, and then stopped and just put water in the tote so they could use get the water and carry it back. But I'm just trying to supplement them. I'm not trying for them to load the boxes up with sugar syrup. Just trying to give them something to make it, and it's thin. I'm literally making like half to one. Putting 25 pounds in a 5-gallon pail, fill it up, dump it in the tote, and then filling the pail up again, like 3/4 of water, and dumping that in there. It's mainly water, but just a little tiny bit of sugar in it just to get them interested in it.
Here you go, Bob. I got something for you here.
You ain't dropping your link on me, Ricky Bobby. You ain't putting that on me.
That way, when they want a sample, you got the little spoons. That's what I use at the market.
There you go. Wooden ice cream spoons. Most people don't know
really
about them.
short. Yeah, they're just little short plastic spoons.
And you know what? Every time we order Chinese or something or restaurants and they give you like plastic spoons and stuff in the little baggies, we never use them. So we end up with this drawer full of them things. And I just threw them in a box one time and carried them out there. So people just get a spoonful of honey, you know.
We use chopsticks.
But it is so amazing that people don't understand. They're so used to seeing honey in the store and it's all the same color. It all basically has the same flavor, and they don't understand that honey has different flavors and different colors, and you know, so it's pretty cool when they say, "Oh, I think I like that honey better than that honey." Well, why is that? Well, it's because it's got this floral aroma to it. Great. Thank you for your money and have a good day. You know. I mean, that's what it is, right? Lee's got the super duper.
It's the Everything Bee Vac. You can find that on allmybees.com. It's a nice little vac, but it is pricey.
When William had the one that he made, put up a video about the one he made or something.
Yeah.
Yep.
He built his originally, I believe, off of kind of the type that
Mr. Ed, yeah.
I like that's my speed right
made
there.
a few adjustments, I believe.
Homegrown.
You know, I'm the same way. The one benefit that I can see over Mr. Ed's box compared to that box right there is the weight. Because it's basically what, a 5-gallon pail.
It's like a 7-gallon. But the thing I like about Mr. Ed's, it vacuums the bees in, but all the trash stays in the bottom. So once you take the box off and put it on your stand, it's clean. With everything
Right.
bee vac, I mean, everything that gets sucked in when you pour it over, everything falls into the hive.
Right.
Unless you were to just lay it there and let them crawl out. But I mean, majority of the time,
But there's no guarantee they're going to crawl in that box either. They could just.
Yeah.
I've had it happen this year where they just take off as soon as you put them in the box.
We got Galloway lights down here. I'm bringing him in.
I don't see his picture. I just see.
I don't have no video on him. He may still be loading or have bad signal. You there, Galloway? I guess not.
Hey Lee, my low wrap vaporizer. Low wrap.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I've got it, and I've ordered me some of those you were showing off. I said, I'm gonna be just like Lee when I grow up.
Uh-oh.
That's mighty lofty goals, Larry. Mighty lofty goals to have all the toys.
You're gonna have to climb down the ladder to get to me.
No.
Did you get your inverter, or you just running it off your house?
I hadn't got that far yet. I'm gonna get an inverter. I've got a generator that I can throw up on the truck and haul with me, a gasoline generator.
Yes, sir.
But I'll probably do an inverter.
Yeah. The inverter I have is 750 watts. So generally, I mean, the Larabi's vaporizer, the one I have is 380 watts. But you don't never want to max out your inverter that you're using.
Right.
You usually don't want to go over 75%. So I went with one basically twice the size.
I'm surprised you haven't thrown a link up for your inverter. I'm going to need one.
I don't think Advanced Auto got them.
You got it from Advance?
Yeah, I got it from Advanced Auto.
I'll have to go check it out because I need one for my second yard. Here I can just run extension cords, but over there I'll need a bigger.
I think Galloway Light's got a little video down here now.
Well, he's got a. There he is.
And a bright light.
Are you getting interrogated right now?
Dang, what bright light.
Man.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
How you doing this evening?
That's
looks
funny.
like where I'm at.
I think you got a little bit of bad signal there.
There we go. I need technology.
Well, you're talking to Lee. Lee's the technology man.
Hey, I just winged it.
There we go.
You're talking to Lee.
How'd I do?
Yeah, I need his little remote.
Hey,
Which remote you need?
hey, Galloway.
Which remote?
Earl wants your
For the lights.
Turn it back.
email. If we got a loop. If you could email me at rwalker2016, and I'll send you at gmail.com. I'll send you Earl's number. He wants you to call him.
You got it.
Look, Larry snapped his fingers and is in his house now. Look at that technology. He just was gone and in the house. He vaporized himself into the house. So you got the Larabi's vaporizer, and now you're waiting to get the inverter, or are you going to use the generator?
Yeah, the inverter. What I'll probably be waiting on. I'm not going to use it for a while. I went ahead and got the mask and the filters. So the only thing I didn't think about was a pair of insulated gloves. It looked like the thing would get hot. So
Really, it don't. As long as you holding the handle all the way up through the control panel, I don't feel no heat on it. Just the very tip of it got hot.
Well, I'm gonna tell you what. I've on the ProVap. I have burned my hand before trying to pop the Teflon cap out of the lid.
Yeah, now when you pop the cap out, yeah, it gets a little warm on that end. But as far as holding the handle, you ain't got nothing to worry about there.
But I probably wouldn't buy a ProVap again. But
what I usually I'll hold one hand on the handle and one on the control panel, and then I'll put the edge of that silicone cup on the hive and just use that to knock the cup off of it. That way I'm not actually grabbing it with my hand.
But you guys go high tech with mask and everything.
Yeah.
I just stand downwind, baby. Flip it over, make sure it ain't coming back on me. Let it
As
go.
long as we got a good breeze blowing, I usually don't worry about it too much either. But if we ain't got no wind blowing and I know it's got a chance of coming back up, yeah, I'm gonna put the mask on.
right.
I figure it's
I
better.
use that wand.
Sorry.
No, I use that wand. It's not too bad. It is slow, just for a few hives. But I don't have to have an inverter or anything. I just
Hook it to a
alligator
battery.
clips on a battery. Yeah. It's doing okay right now for what I got, but I will have to.
My extractor will work that way. Alligator clips on a battery.
Really, that's cool.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
I've never tried it. I mean, you'd think it would take a lot of power to spin 30 frames with a car battery.
Yeah, you would think at least a starting torque on it would pull a lot of
The
power.
real question: who in the hell is crazy enough to spin honey outside? 30 frames of honey
Well, like
outside.
you were looking at that trailer. If you're doing a mobile honey extraction,
Yeah, an off-grid deal or
it
something.
might be running off of batteries and solar panels on top.
Yeah, I would probably do the inverter thing though, like Larry did, or the the generator. I'd probably get a cheap generator and do it that way. Galloway is the guy who does the parodies. He is the parody king.
So
Now
Lee, I have a question for you. Whenever you you put it on, turn this thing upside down, how long does it take for it to make right?
I turn it upside down, put my cup on when I slide it in the hive and flip it over. You're going to see that temperature drop from like 400 to maybe 270, 290, 300. And probably within about 20, 30 seconds, you'll see the gas bait starting to come out of any little cracks in the hive. And it takes about a minute for that temperature to rise back to 400. Once it's at 400, basically everything is burned off and it's ready for the next hive.
usually I find, at least with the ProVap, when the temperature starts to rise back up, it's pretty much done by that time.
Yeah. I wait for it to go all the way back to 400, but I would say a minute to a minute and a half or so per hive.
Hey, that is a good question. Where are our names at the bottom of our faces? There they are. Lee monkeying around with stuff. He's got too much technology to play with.
Well,
now.
I've been working with StreamYard. I've been trying to mess with OBS and Streamlabs OBS.
So what about you got anything new on the Stream Deck?
No, not yet, really.
I did
Control.
I did see they had that on sale, like for
Oh,
$100 and something bucks for the Stream Deck.
Go figure after I buy it. Well, now it depends on if you buy the 6 button, the 15 button, or the 32 button.
Oh, well, I'm sure you got the 32 button one, right?
Yeah.
I didn't even have to think about it. Which one did you get, Lee? The one that had the most damn buttons I could find and put on there?
Well, the thing
one I
is,
got.
it has 32 buttons, and each button is basically its own OLED TV screen. So, I mean, you can customize anybody's icon. You can actually put little video playing GIFs on each button. But just because it's 32 buttons, you can program more pages into it. So it's really unlimited buttons.
Let me see. So like if you go into Adobe, right? Then you hit Adobe and then all those buttons now become something for Adobe.
Yeah, I've got it programmed so it knows which program I have open. It'll go to those buttons and shortcuts for me, hotkeys. Whether I'm in Adobe Photoshop, Premiere Pro, StreamYard, when I open it up, all the buttons automatically change to what I'm working with here.
Let me see.
It just puts it all together.
Yeah. Now, I mean, some of it you do have to go in initially and program each button that you're working with, what you want it to do. So it does take time to set up, but it's nice to have. Trying to run through the comments here.
Let me see. That's what kind of what I was doing over here as well. But the sit down, Houston. You're making me nervous at running around.
I just popped in.
That's
Anyways, I'm kind of working, Bob. But yeah. Thanks for the shout out.
Yep.
And everybody tune in if anybody's interested.
Thursday night at 8 Eastern.
Yes, sir. And that'll be on Earl's channel.
Okay.
So you guys are doing the castle, the stream team, kind of going channel to channel to channel instead of streaming at all of them at the same time.
Yeah, we can't figure out a way to keep all the comments in one section, and
well,
that
you
way
can.
we're just.
But here, there's a benefit to doing it that way, which is what you just said, and then there's a benefit to doing it this way as well, because then people that go to Lee's channel that aren't subscribed to me now are getting exposed to me.
Right.
And people that come to my channel are now getting exposed to Lee's channel, right? So that's the benefit of doing them on separate like that.
Yeah. At the same time, I mean, even the way they doing it, when they finish the show, they could say, hey, make sure you tune to this channel next week for the video. So, I mean, they're all would be going too.
Yeah, we hope to keep confusion down, but, we still got a lot to work out on it. It's all new. So,
well, if there's anything we can do for y'all, definitely.
we appreciate you guys, man. Yeah, you've been a great help to us.
Call, text, email.
I'm sure we'll be ringing it off.
we rescued Johnny the other night. You see, Johnny was on there. He's like, what's going on?
I was there. I was just technically drowning over on the other end. I couldn't even get in, dude.
he was looking at. He had the StreamYard going, but he was watching YouTube. He's like, man, there's a delay. I'm like, yeah, you can't watch it over there. You got to watch it on the StreamYard, because if you don't, you'll be waiting to catch up with stuff. So
yeah, we had a bunch of echo the other day and just trying to do a trial run, me and Johnny, and it was on my end from something, but I mean, headphones kind of, cleared some of that up, but
headphones takes a lot of it.
It was still a bad echo, like on my end for some reason.
If not, you'll have to go into your audio settings and click the option for echo cancellation. That'll
I
help.
had it checked. Does that need to be unchecked?
No,
No.
it definitely needs to be checked.
Definitely checked. Okay.
And then
Yeah.
you got to make sure that you're not watching a stream on, like if you're at a computer and you have
Right.
YouTube open, that you don't have YouTube, the sound. You just right click on the tab and it'll say mute channel. And then you just mute it.
Okay.
So you're not hearing YouTube come back through your system. And because that'll make that loop where you hear the sound and you're trying to talk,
Right.
and it'll really mess you up.
Yeah, I couldn't even hardly talk to him. It just kept myself was.
If y'all want to, one night before you stream, just go in the back room and do just like a record session or whatever, and don't click go live. Send me and Bob the link, and we'll come in and walk through everything if y'all need to.
Yeah, that'd be great, guys. I'll let them know and then get with you guys and just see what works. And yeah, that'd be great.
Anytime.
Has anyone tried polystyrene hives? I personally have not down here. I really would like to try it one time.
Brian has one, don't he?
Brian's got one poly hive that he bought from, I think, Blue Sky. I think that's where he got it, but I'm not sure, 100% sure. But no, I haven't tried. I would like to and see if that helps with the heat and bearding down here. But that was his only colony that he had that had hive beetles in it, was his poly hive. So I don't know if it's the fact that it is warmer in there and that helps the hive beetles as well, during the cold winter, or, I don't know.
I got to try to check all mine tomorrow because I didn't get my hives at all last weekend.
Yeah, I ain't been in mine. I got to get in mine myself. I've been trying to get a bunch of other stuff caught up, and then now all this stuff with the stream. You don't think about all that extra work and time, and then
we've been preaching it. We've been telling y'all.
Right.
It's a lot more than you realize when you, especially
it is, really.
first couple times trying to get everything down and figure out what you got to do each time. After you get it done, it's easier, but it's still a lot of planning and behind the scenes work.
Right. Yeah.
And I guess one of the biggest pieces of advice I can give you is, we learned this very early on. Lee and I would get in ahead of time into the back room and we would talk. We would talk about the beekeeping stuff that's going on with us and stuff. And then finally it just got to the point to where we were like, hey, we're not going to talk about that here. We're going to talk about that there, or when it's live, because if you don't, then you'll forget and you'll think, well, I remember saying something about that, but I was just telling Lee. I didn't tell everybody I was watching.
Even when you get in the back room and you're talking amongst yourself, have a pen and paper ready, just jot little notes down. That way, when you do go live,
Johnny's a lot like you, Lee. He's the tech guy, and
I see y'all got that nice intro. I like that.
I like that.
That's all thanks to Johnny. Me and Earl.
The only thing I think that would make that intro just this much little better is if he had that, when it's got that spinning countdown where it was like doop doop doop, like it used to do on TV when it blinked. And that, because it's just silent right in that spot, but it's great. Y'all did great with that.
Well, like I said, that's all thanks to Johnny, man. He's a whiz on that stuff. So,
well, y'all are you'll see, you'll pick up a bunch and you'll be doing stuff, and then it's like, oh, we're doing a giveaway. Oh, now we got to go to 3 channels and we got to get all those comments. We got to make sure everybody is listed in there, and make sure Phil's not, so he doesn't get sent to Northern Ireland, your hive tool.
He's got to take care of Phil now.
Let me see. We got Galloway is still hanging out back here. Let's see if his connection's
Yeah, I'm gonna pop out, guys. Thanks for everything, and I'll give you a call.
All right, Houston, we'll talk to you later, brother.
All right, everybody have a good night. Thanks.
You too. Thank you.
Yeah, I had you play YouTube in the background. That's what I think was slowing me down.
Well, it's perfect now. Even your lighting's right. Your Galloway lights are correct now.
I want to show you the one that everybody makes for cheapo. That's the one that you do with a torch.
Right.
Yeah, this is, and you pull the trigger and hope you don't die, suffocation.
Hope you don't burn your bees up.
Yeah, you watch the smoke come out, and sometimes it clogs up the tip, and I think that's just what happened just now.
So is the key that you just give them the tip?
No.
Now, thing that I've noticed even on the Larabi's vape, I've had the tip clog up just a little bit before.
With the
Like-
That's
crystal.
what just happened
Yeah.
just now.
I find as soon as you take that cap off, if you turn the machine off right then, next time when you go to use it, it'll try to clog up. So whenever
That's
I'm
it.
done vaping that last hive, I'll leave it plugged up with the cap on top of another hive for a couple extra minutes just for it to burn that off. And since
And
then,
I
ain't
can't
no
get the
problem.
I can't get the top off without burning my fingers. I use pliers and it gets stuck in there. And
That,
You
that
know-
top gets a little warm, huh?
yes, and
Well-
it expands so it gets stuck.
You know, there was a few years ago, the big thing before all these vaporizers came out, people were just using
There it is.
saw-
There you go.
I was about to say, don't breathe.
Yeah. Shouldn't be breathing that in.
Uh-uh,
Oh.
not at all.
There she goes.
Is there bees in that box or no?
Yes, there's two queens. There you go. I was trying to your Demaray,
Right.
and I have a pre-existing queen that wasn't doing so productive. She had like one frame of eggs, and then
Right.
down here, this one was full. They were actually 2 boxes. In the second box, she had a couple of frames of brood also. So I took her brood and put some up top, and then put a queen extruder top and bottom, and now I have 2 empty boxes of just foundation. And I was going to ask you, is that what you guys are doing?
Well, what I do is I haven't put 2 queens in there like that. That's I use like when the bottom box gets slammed full, right, where she doesn't have any room and they're backfilling all. So I'll take 1 empty frame and put it in the bottom box with foundation. Well, I'm sorry. I'll take 1 frame of brood with the queen and put her in the middle of the bottom box with nothing but empty foundation. Then put the queen excluder on top of that. And then empty box, and then the remaining boxes of brood go to the very top with the 1 new frame where I took the old one out from. And then all the brood in the top will hatch out. All the bees will have to go down through the colony to get out of the front. And when they return, the foragers return, they'll have to build comb out for her to lay in. So they blow that bottom box up pretty quickly and start drawing comb out for her to have a place to lay down there. I've never done it with 2 queens, but the top box, what'll happen is they'll start generating a ton of queen cells.
Yeah, and if you let it go, you'll have 2 queen, right?
Yeah, well, if Lawrence from Black Mountain Honey says you have to go in there and smash them, and if you don't, the queen cells, if you don't, there's a chance that the colony could swarm. So,
So I skipped that, and I let her produce a queen by itself, and then later on, just today, I could combine it in this setup because it was a double screen at one time, and so that they couldn't touch.
Yeah. So the idea with the second queen excluder is if a queen does hatch, that she's in that top box, just like you said. But now none of those bees can get out. So like any drones or anything that hatch in the top, they can't get through the excluder.
She has a second entrance on the in the back.
Yeah, then you basically got 2 colonies over top of each other where the workers can intermingle. Right now,
Is that going to help my honey production?
It should, because you're basically the workers from the middle. I mean, the workers from the top and the workers from the bottom, they will store in the middle, right? So it should help them out to draw those combs out.
So, like, if I lose one of these queens, I'll still have strength, and if I stay both of them, I'll still have the strength. And
Yeah, well, ask Ricky. Ricky was in in with me with that colony that I did the demoray on. They had 9 frames of brood in the top or in the bottom when I did the split, right? 1 frame of food and 9 frames of brood. And that's when I did my demoray. And they wouldn't come up into the super because all the nurse bees were stuck on all that brood.
Yeah, they ain't going to leave it.
So that's when I did the demoray to give her more room to lay in the bottom. And in the next 3 weeks, right, all of that brood is going to hatch out baby bees, nurse bees, and they're going to migrate down, or they're going to split up based on, the queen where she's laid at, right? They're still going to have to cover all of those babies. So
yeah, so I got like 5 or 6 in each one now because I split. The bottom was so heavy; it was like almost 1.5 full of brood. So
you should be good. Just keep an eye on them. I mean, especially the queen, the queen situation, because they could say, well, the queen on the bottom is stronger than the queen on the top, right? And the bees can come up there and ball her. Or they could do it the other way around, right? They could just go and wipe one of them out. Then you got a massive colony with 1 queen. So it could go either way. That's why Lawrence says that he usually crushes all the cells. So there's only 1 queen. Yeah. Ricky said so strong they were giving Bob a few stings. Yeah, they were giving me a few that day for sure. But
you see mine don't sting today. I don't know.
So Galloway, what's your first name?
Frank.
Frank. All right, Earl asked. It's Frank, Earl. But it's a good technique. The first one I did, I messed it up because I just kept robbing the brood out of there and making splits, right? The queen cells and making splits. So that colony's not as strong as the one that I did later, where I let it progress through and hatch out and everything.
That's one of my problems. I got too many splits, and now I don't have any strength, and I don't want to lose all the honey. So,
well, that's kind of where I'm at. I'm not making as much honey as I thought I would this year, but I made a shit ton of bees, so I guess eventually it'll come up.
I'm just wondering, is there a way to keep all the queens going and kind of build up some strength, have some honey, and then if I need later on, winter them over in smaller bundles? Well,
do you have any nuke boxes? 5 framers?
I have one, but I was trying to keep just one size box. So I've been doing like fillers of like foam on the sides to reduce them, like Peaceful Minds was doing.
Right. You can take that queen and just make yourself a nuke. Take 3 frames of brood, 2 frames of food, and a queen. That queen in the top box, and move her over to her own separate box.
Yeah, the problem is now I'm up to 8 of those.
Oh, okay. Well, then start moving those back to 10 frame boxes. Make some room.
Yeah, they're all in 10 frame boxes. The problem is I want to have the numbers of queens in case I lose one as backup, but I also want them to be doing honey that they're strong enough to do something.
Right. That's kind of that's why I've got 2s, 5s, and 10s now. So just to have that progression where the 2s go to 5s, the 5s go to 10s. If a queen dies, I'll go to a 2 framer or a 5 framer and pluck her out and introduce her to the colony.
Yeah, Peaceful Mind showed me the idea of this like styrofoam that's completely encapsulated in like foil tape.
Yeah,
and I just put them on the sides. So depending on how small they are, you just put 5 or so of them in there, and then that way I have one size box because I get confused.
Building all kind of crazy comb without a filler.
Yeah, so filler them up.
That's it.
And then I do have one box I turn into a 4 frame nuke hive with 4 entrances.
So those fillers right there, did you just get the foam and then get that metal masking tape, right? Or did you buy it like that? Okay.
Yes, that metal foil tape you put all around the edges. And then it just keeps them from biting it, because I did notice last winter, the ones that I didn't do that to, they were making hives inside. And I was like hearing all kinds of weird crunchy sounds. And I was like, is there a mouse in there? And I open it up and they're crunching on all the foam. And then bring it out the bottom.
Right.
So I learned this because I do heating and air conditioning, so I do all that foil stuff all the time.
Oh, look at Ricky's comment there. Bam! They will be giving $150 off pre-orders for the Hive Life conference orders. So, if you order your pre-order for pickup at the Hive Life conference, you can save $150 off your horizontal hive.
Where do you get the list of stuff to buy?
That's off of Ricky's stuff.
Yeah, Ricky builds them, so he'll build them and bring them, and you get a $150 discount off the hive if you order it ahead of time. Ricky, do they do that through the Hive Life site, or do they have to do that through your site? I'm using a 10 frame super with 9 frames, Dennis, and that's what Lee does too, typically. Phil, you're mighty quiet over there, man.
I'm just listening.
Nothing worries me more than a quiet Irishman.
Just sitting listening.
You know, if you hear all of the you know, Irishmen are supposed to be very loud and obnoxious and drinking,
No, that's Americans.
pounding back pints right now. You know, coming
That
on
was
the
10 years
show.
ago.
Top of
10
the
years
morning
ago.
to you. I'm waiting. Go ahead, say it, Phil.
I shall refrain from saying it.
Phil's such a good sport.
I'm going to drop a link to Ricky's site in the comments here. Y'all go check him out. He got some very nice hives. Does
For
great
sure.
work.
Ricky drove 3.5 hours to buy queens off of me. So
Isn't Ricky the one that makes all those crazy contraptions where you have like in the center, you can make like a stack, or if you want to have a viewing on the side, left, right.
Yep. He made them with flow hive in it. He's made everything.
Yes.
You can customize it. The last video he put out was a lady who basically told him what she wanted, and he just made it that way.
Yeah, she had all that copper inlay.
Yep. See, we watch your videos, Ricky. We watched you.
I'm going to drop a link to Ricky's YouTube channel also.
Now every time he comes on, we're going to be like, Vicky, ladies and gentlemen, Vicky.
Well, I was thinking video, and it just kind of the V jumped to the wrong word.
And you know what? We have a little bit of missing in action going on. What about
the beard
Brad?
guy? Oh.
What about Brad?
He was in the comments here just a minute
Fred?
ago.
Yeah, but he disappeared. He used to come on pretty regular, and now he's just kind of not. We need to get us a big name on here so we can have a Brad sighting again. I'm gonna have to call Oprah and get Oprah on so we can get Brad to come back on the show, I guess.
No big names on, you see, that's why.
I just got a photo. I'm gonna show it on here. Larry Gandy sent me from a colony of Russians that he's got, and he's on a ladder to inspect them. Hold on. Share screen again, share again, add to stream, and I'll try to zoom it in if I can. Control zoom. Why is it when it says it's getting big, everything's getting big but the picture?
Look at the bottom there. Watch it zoom back out.
That's 100% right there.
Zoom out.
Zoom out more.
Yep.
See,
It should show you under the picture a plus and minus button. It may not be able to see it for that little share tab at the bottom.
no, maybe not. But that's a tall colony. That's sitting on a pallet too. That's a deep.
Like
10?
2 deeps.
2 deeps and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mediums.
Wow.
That's a tall colony. Hey, that's smart move too. Have a low hanging tree there for them to swarm to. Not like mine where they're 30 feet up in the air.
That, or if he is wearing a safety harness, he can tie off to the tree if he falls off the ladder.
Right. We're going to have to get him a bungee. That's
that
awesome.
You put the queen pheromone to the tree so they guarantee to go there.
That's a smart move too. You know what I did? I showed it in a video today. So all of the crap slum gum that I took out of the wax melter that I threw in the bucket, right? Even the old paper towels and all that. So some of the slum gum stuck to that paper towel. And when I that swarm trap that I've got sitting there, the double nuke, I just took a piece of the paper towel with the slum gum stuck to it that's dried to it and just dropped that in there. And, you know, it seems like the bees are Lee has been bullying Brad. Oh, he's watching Cayman. Yep, there you go. Bigger name on the other channel.
Yeah, that's Fred for you.
Galloway's got us in the drawer, sitting in the drawer. We can hear that.
You're talking about what you do with your wax. This gave me an idea. What I've been trying. I keep all my wax when I pick it off the frames, and I put it in a little container, little cup here.
Right.
And I got my throwaway paintbrush, and I use my torch.
And just heat it up and melt it real quick.
Yeah, and then I paint whenever I have a piece of foundation or something that's fallen off, or a foundation I broke or whatever. I repair it on the spot. Just glue it back together on the site.
Oh, that's nice.
That sounds like it'll work pretty good. I've used I've just been melting down old frames, like some of those nuke boxes that I got, the Pro Nukes and the Jester Easy Nuke that I got that had bees in it that were like dead outs from not my dead outs, but they were dead outs before I even got the boxes, right? So I just took the frames out and scraped them all into the wax melter and just let them go and get what they can. The rest I just scrape out of there and throw in a 5-gallon square bucket, like a cat litter bucket, and let it go. I'm sticking with the low lives tonight, not the hive life. Oh,
I was actually going over to Cayman's channel. I was going to send Brad a message, mess with him.
Oh, that's bad, Brad. That is bad. Hey, he's probably already made $1,000 today just on that stream. People, I haven't looked at it, but probably people sending him money, just mailing it into him.
Well, I think a lot of them too on the donations right now he's doing for the kids thing for
yeah, he did. I know he did that a couple weeks ago, but you know, we understand. We know our role in society. You know, there's the bosses, and then you know, there's management, and then we're somewhere down like the grill cleaning guy. That's us, or the floor mopping guy. That's us right now. It's all good.
I'm still mixing the water for the floor mopper.
Right.
I'm below him.
Hey, I've been that guy before. Hey, go make some mop water. Okay. So we understand our role in society, guys. It's all good. We enjoy every one of you that hang out with us.
That's it. Heck, if it wasn't for y'all being here, we wouldn't be here.
Yep.
We'd be staring at a blank screen, just me and Bob.
Yeah.
Hey guys,
Yeah.
when you're talking about mop water, I was reminded, when you do wax separation in water and you get that scum on the bottom of the wax, theoretically that's actually propolis, isn't it?
I believe some of it is. Some of it, I mean, some trash will float up to the top of the water. Also, it don't all go to the bottom.
Theoretically, if you separate that out with alcohol, you could purify it.
That would be a good experiment.
I've never done it. Every time I've done it, I don't have a wax melter, right? And I'm not putting wax in my bottling tank to heat it up to try to make an experiment and ruin my $1,000 bottling tank. So I've always done it with a pot and melted it down in the water, right? And then pour it in the bucket and let it cool. and then you got the disc with all the crap on the bottom of it, right? And then you got to clean that off. You got to do it 3 or 4 times. So I don't. Once I got this solar wax melter, I don't deal with that anymore at all. I just throw it in there, and if it gets some stuff on it, like this honey that's like in the wax, I'll just literally one day this week, I'll go clean out the whole wax melter, put a new paper towel on it. Well, first I'll probably rinse this off to wash the honey off of it, and then I'll just set this back in the wax melter and let it melt back down, and it'll just be cleaner. I don't have to go through all that.
So where's all your scum go?
It gets stuck. So this wax melter has a slanted stainless tray on it, and then it's got a grate, right? And that little grate flap that's got the holes drilled in it, I just put paper towels there, and then when it melts, the paper towels stop the scum from going down, and all the wax comes out of it, at least the majority of it, and then I just scrape that scum out and put it into a bucket.
Well, you got all the alcohol, so why put me some of that and then some alcohol and let it sit around and turn it every so often. Let me know if you get some propolis out of there.
Out of the slum gum? I thought it was just
Yes.
like cocoons and stuff. I don't know. Will it do it? I don't know if it'll do anything. I don't have any rubbing alcohol, but I can probably buy some and put it in
use the real stuff. You use the real stuff.
Nah, we ain't wasting that. The good stuff. Can't waste that. Right, Phil? We wouldn't waste the good stuff.
And
Phil's
taste it and see if it's got any flavor.
Phil, you're so exciting tonight. I feel like you should be. You remember the clown that had the top hat on that always had the sad face on? That's you tonight. What's going on? you mugged us into doing a show, peer pressured us into doing a show.
Yeah, no.
And now you're not excited.
So have you booked the big house for the Hive Life, Bob?
No,
We can all come and stay in.
I haven't booked anything right now. I'm going to Hive Life. I don't know where I'm staying yet, or what I'm doing, or how many people. I know my wife's going with me, but I don't. With my mom, I got to coordinate with my sister to get that taken care of.
Last time you were on, you were talking about the
booking a house.
The 7-bedroom house that sleeps 15.
Yeah, that's
my wife wanted to know who's the threesome.
What are you suggesting to me right now, Phil?
Well, you talked about a 7-bedroom house that sleep.
One's probably the couch. One's probably a couch that pulls out or something. The pool table. Someone's got to sleep on the pool table or something.
All right. Okay.
Dropping a
So,
few.
Bob, you got a bunch of kids that grew up, or
Oh yeah, all my kids are grown. Yeah,
how many you got?
4. My youngest is 22 this year. So, and she's married. They'll be here next year.
Snap. I have a 22-year-old.
Let me see. Hold on, I'm reading. That's Galloway making the noise.
Sorry.
Hey, Ricky offered you a place to stay there.
Yeah, I know. Hey, that's you. Ricky's gonna make my coffin one day. It's gonna be a long hive with It's gonna be a long hive observation colony.
Need to be very long.
A very long hive. It's got to be at least 6'2", and it's got to have honeycomb fabric on the inside, and it's got to be an observation hive.
I've actually thought about talking to
Really?
Mr. Ed because they build coffins there at the Abbey.
That's true. I wonder. I don't know that they're with the price of wood, they're probably more expensive too.
Not sure we want to see.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm only 40.
Box.
I'm only 43, but I've already got my life insurance, my burial insurance is paid, and I've already got a plot paid for.
If if the hive life wasn't in January, I would say we should just go camping. Everybody pitch some tents up, and we could at night just like have the fire and sit around and drink cold beer.
That'd be pretty
And-
cool. I ain't done that in years.
and hang out.
Hey, Bob, question: are you going
Good
to
old
do
thing
the?
kumbaya.
What?
Are you going to remove? Are you going to remove and let the bees come in when you have that special hive that you sleep in?
Yeah, absolutely. Once the hive beetles and the wax moths get done with me, then the bees will move in. Let me see.
Yeah, I saw that one on the internet. They let a few bees in. You feel the aroma, the fragrance, and the hum. And you sleep
Oh
in there.
yeah, Dr. Leo's got the bedroom with the bees.
Yes.
We'll just that's what-
Aromatherapy.
Let me see. Yeah, that's it. I mean, Earl's got a bunch too. So my biggest thing with the Hive Life Conference is not the Hive Life Conference. It's my own situation here. You know, you guys all know that we take care of my mom. So I got to be able to get my sisters
Here's
to
Fred.
take care of it. Oh, wait a minute. Is Cayman's stream over?
Must be.
Nope, he's still going.
He's still going. He's probably dual screening. That's what he's doing. He thinks he's making a stake. He's hanging with us.
He hasn't made his quota for the night yet.
Nope, he's not in there.
That's funny.
I can check him.
Why do we need Hive Life for that party, Bob? I'm in. Absolutely. That's true. We can do that in my backyard. I got a burn pit. My whole backyard's a burn pit, pretty much at this point. If it cools down just a little bit, maybe that's something we do in like September. We just have a meetup and figure it out.
I'd say September, October, maybe when the weather starts cooling off.
Well, here in October, we've got the state fair comes in, but
we got October.
We could definitely make something happen. We could have a get together for sure, and we'll go and buy up some steaks. Oh, I didn't tell y'all. I didn't put it on the tuber, but looky here.
Let me get to you.
You're a farmer?
I'm official. Walker Bee Ranch, Department of Agriculture. Booyah, baby. I've got official tax exemption number from the Department of Agriculture. So when I go buy bee stuff, I'm tax exempt. So
Do you have to sell a certain amount per year?
Nope, not here. But
Certain amount of acres?
Not here, you don't know. So this right here allows me to go into Tractor Supply and buy all my feed, chicken feed, all that feed, everything for being a farm.
I'm trying to get away from the chicken feed. I was buying over 500 pounds of chicken feed a month. I'm trying to get back down to maybe 8 or 12.
Dude, my chickens eat more than my hog does. Literally.
Mm-hmm. Over 500 pounds a month is what I was buying.
Chickens will eat as much as you throw them. If you throw them
straight corn,
no, layer pellet.
I do a mix. I do scratch feed and layer pellets mixed in a tote, so they're getting a little bit of everything when I throw it in there, and they get a lot of treats. So when I go to like Sam's Club, I'll buy like the 2-pack heads of lettuce. And I'll buy like 10 heads of lettuce and feed some to the pigs, some to the chickens. Bro, this took like a week to come in. So Dennis, just go to the what's the website? I think it's just the State Department of Agriculture, and apply for the. You got to pay like I think it's $25, and give them your information, and they'll send it to you. So technically, sugar would be tax-free if I can find the store to sell it to me like that. I don't know if Walmart lets you use the tax-free number or not.
Yeah, we have that 5 acres that is only farm only, nothing else. And we got to make at least 500 or something dollars a year.
Well, that's not hard. I mean, $500. You sell, 50 jars of honey. You've done that, and to be honest with you, I'm surprised how much honey I have sold. And I don't keep a spreadsheet and everything, but I know that 300. Hold on.
I was getting ready to pull out of the driveway yesterday, and I had somebody text me from the farmer's market because I wasn't going today. They're going to another farmer's market today. Well, the wife was going to go to one farmer's market. The husband was staying at the regular farmer's market, but she wanted to know, could she buy some of my honey kind of at, I guess, a wholesale price and take to the other market with her? I said, sure. And I said, if y'all ain't here by the time I leave, I'll just leave it on the porch for you and just stick the money in the box. I went to pull out, and they were pulling up, and they bought. That was another case of honey right there that I sold.
This bag had 361 bottles in it. It
61?
don't no more.
61 or 21?
I probably sold, I don't know, I'm guessing probably 200 bottles out of here. So it's about time to order some more bottles.
I'm about to have to order more glass jars. I'm getting low.
Crazy.
Is the glass easier to get?
Nah, they're really about the same as far as getting them. I mean, it's going to cost you more for the glass, though. But I've went through one box of 321 of those squeeze jars or squeeze bottles from Better Bee, and now I got another 321 box from Gamber containers, and it's probably about half full. And then I've went through, I don't know, 40, 50 cases of glass jars.
I guess the bottle shortage is over.
You just got to know where to buy them from. We buy them straight from the manufacturer now instead of buying them through a third party, right? Through Man Lake or Better Bee or something like that. We go straight to the manufacturer. And we would probably, save money if we also, okay, so let's say we have this meetup in like September, right? And everybody gets together somewhere. Let's say we have that. If we know that's going to happen, we can generate a pre-order list, right? Because it's coming to the end of the season. We can generate a pre-order list and have that shipment come in. So when everybody comes, they pick up their stuff and carry it home. And then we would save money because we'd be buying a crap ton more stuff, right? And be able to buy it in bulk and get it cheaper.
That's what they do with packages. You get to meet up and hundreds of packages, you divide them up. And
So
Hey,
that's
Dennis, on that order, if you don't mind, how was the shipping on that? Did they charge you like the high overnight shipping that I got, or did they have other options?
they didn't give me any option. It was like, here's our shipping, and they send it how they send it. And then,
Yep.
and then
Next
you
time
get
I am going to ask them, though, if they got a other shipping option. I mean, I know they only use UPS, they told me. They won't use FedEx. But it was $117 just for shipping. But I did end up getting it overnight, basically. He said it was $96 for shipping.
Yeah, quarts and pints are good. I use quarts and pints for my bigger jars, but the 1 pound jars are like with the lids are like 47 cents. So, I mean, you can't really beat it. 47 cents.
which do people like to buy? Which do people like to buy the most?
Mine, it varies. Like these jars, I bought them as an experiment, and I sell these for $5 a piece, right? And I didn't think they would go that well, but I've sold about all of these small ones that I've had. But they'll buy what you have, right?
Do they buy them all? Like 5, 10? How many at a time?
Usually when someone's buying a $5 jar of honey, if I've got a dark and a light honey, they'll buy one dark and one light,
Mm-hmm.
right? So it's still $10. But here's the thing. Yeah, so here's the thing. The $10, this probably cost me, I don't know, $1 or something maybe for these 2 jars out of the $10. A jar like this, which this is not mine, this is Bohemia Bees, but a jar like this, which is like that, like Lee and I use, is from Gamber Container, is 44 cents. I think we came up with the lid and the jar, not including the shipping.
Somewhere around mid 40s.
So, yeah, so.
Is that a flip top?
Yeah, it's flip top with the compression in it, the seal.
And it's squeezable?
But, yes. So this I make $9.50 on, right? These 2 jars, I probably only make $8.50 on because of the price of the jars. So
and label.
And the label. But with the quarts and pints, depending what you get, like the pints, if you get those Golden Harvest ones from Walmart, they're about 80 something cents a piece. Yeah, see, there you go.
And a lot of it's going to do with your locality too. Some places will be higher than others.
So here's the thing. This is my first year really selling honey out like I do, right? So I want them to first know I'm here, get a taste of my product, and then like that crack dealer, right? Then all of a sudden, oh, you like that? Well, I'm sorry, but I had to go up on my price because of whatever, gas prices, whatever. I can probably go up a little bit. But right now, I'm just trying to get people to know I'm here and where I'm at.
Hey, Bob, did that price we figured up, was that with or without the shipping?
No, without. And the reason we figured it without is because the caps come $1,700 to a case. The caps are pretty heavy.
Yeah.
Compared to the bottles, the caps are heavier. In my opinion,
every 5 times you order, then you'd order caps. And the next 4 times you order, you just order in bottles.
And you got to choose what color?
The caps, yeah. Or they have an assorted box if different colors, so you can pick the colors. But 321 bottles were like $97. So that's 33 cents a piece, 30 cents a piece. 7 for pints and 14 for quarts. Man, you guys sell that cheap, bro. Quarts are 3 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
You do canning jars?
Yeah, so the like the pint jars, I don't have any in here, but like a mason jar.
Yes.
So the pint mason jars I sell for 15, and the quarts I sell for 30.
Now, your pint is 16-ounce jar, but it holds 24 ounces weight.
And
so you're looking at 1.5 pounds for a pint jar.
You get, 10 of them from every 10 frame deep, full?
10 frame deep? Oh, no, you could.
So
you could pull 70, 80 pounds maybe out of a 10 frame deep if it's completely full. Because out of a 10 frame medium, even running 9 frames, I'm pulling 30, 32 pounds per 9 frames. And that's on medium.
So this right here, this is a quart jar, but it's got comb in it, right? So this is I sold this for $40. This is a $40 jar of honey. And I've sold one already. Actually, Blythewood Bee Company bought one of these from me. Scott did. And this one is a pint jar. It's a wide mouth pint. So that's 1.5 pounds of honey with the comb in it. I'm selling this for $20. Now, back to what I was saying at the beginning. Maybe I didn't say it on the stream. I might have said it before. That what you'll find is when you sell it like I do online, that when I say online, I post on Facebook and people come to my house and buy it, right? So the thing that I run into is I'll have someone, because I don't do that many of these, because I don't waste the comb. I'm not doing that many. This is like, hey, they're here while they're here, and then there are no more. But the thing is that with this, I'll have someone say, oh, I want a jar with the comb in it. and I only have a few. Can you hold it till next Saturday when I'm out your way? And I try to be nice and say, yep, okay. Are you definitely coming? Because I could probably sell this today and not hold it, right? And then I do that. They were supposed to come today and pick this up. You see who still got this, right? Even after I messaged them, and something always comes up. Well, this came out of my bank account or that or whatever. And I don't so I'm not going to hold anymore. If it's here when you get here, you can buy this. If it's not, then you can get the cheaper one that don't have the comb in it. But, you know, here's the thing. I understand everybody's got problems. Hell, shit pops up in my life that I've got to pay and don't account for and stuff like that. I get it. But if I told Lee and said, Lee, I'm coming to buy that jar of honey from you Saturday, then I already have that money set aside for that, right? I've made a commitment. I live off this money. So if I can sell it today, sell it. Don't hold it, sell it. Because otherwise you end up with just jars of honey that you're holding for people. And, you know, my thing is, if you want me to hold this for you, here's my PayPal email address. Go ahead and pay for it, and I'll leave it on my desk until you come.
Yep.
You know, that way, then it's their honey. It's no longer my honey; it's their honey at that point.
As
You're
far
not
as
supposed,
Go
you're not
ahead.
supposed to put like better comb in there, right?
No, this is real comb right here. The better comb is a
So it's synthetic.
Yeah, it's like I don't know that it's plastic because when it heats up, it stretches.
So you're not.
Have you guys tried Bettercomb?
I
No.
can't
Eat it?
use it here. It's too
Yeah.
hot here.
It melts.
Yeah, so it looks really good and it's nice. And if you're in your climate, it'd probably be great, Phil, because it doesn't.
I actually bought 10 sheets of Bettercomb. I haven't actually used them yet, but I'm intending to.
Yeah, it would probably work great for you, because of where you're at and your temperature. But when it's 112 outside, the weight of the comb starts to distort the cells.
It cost me like £10 a sheet.
What's that, like $15?
Yeah.
12 to $15? Yeah.
I think what is about 1.1, 1.2 exchange rate right now.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Can you wire it?
You have to wire it.
Yeah,
it will fall out.
It still sags.
No, well, you just get that thick comb. You have to wire it in, or I think they have a frame that already has it in that you can buy. I think.
No, we can't get that over here. I actually bought it from the manufacturer, who is in somewhere in Eastern Europe, I believe.
Oh yeah, see, that's what I paid, Dennis. $96 shipping for the jars and the caps. That's what I paid too, Dennis.
A better comb is $90 for 10 of them.
$9 a frame. Now, if you're in a climate where they won't stretch and distort, if you can just drop that in and they think it's brood comb and they go to work with it, that's a thumbs up.
But they
Now,
are
could you put that
originally
in a jar?
originally made in Hungary, I believe.
Really? I thought they were something from here. No, I wouldn't put that in no jar.
No,
man.
they're not made in the US. They are made in Hungary.
I know.
Bettercomb buys them in.
Was Better Be? They were selling it,
Better
right?
Be sort of buys them in. Sorry, yeah.
Yeah. It says it's produced from a synthetic wax. It's a mixture of synthesized materials and plant sources.
Yeah.
Now, could you make candles and stuff like that from that eventually?
They say it is.
Dude, that's to use that for that. That's too damn expensive. If you're
Yeah, but
$9 for a sheet and you're melting that down to make candles, or
yeah, but 10 years down the road, you got to get rid of it, right?
I don't know, it's synthetic. It's fake.
Yeah,
They
but I mean,
say
you'll still have
they
the
say it
basically
behaves
the chemical buildup.
exactly like beeswax.
Okay, so Donnie Fletchner, I'm sure I said your name wrong because I'm blind. Fitchner. I bought some assembled in frames and wired like that. 90% of the wax was upside down. So,
Well, yeah. Well, that's.
So they're angled.
Oh, they have the angle on them. Yeah, they have a 5 or 10 degree angle on the comb themselves. Yeah.
It's just like if you look at a naturally drawn comb, it looks straight, but it's actually got a little bit of a tilt on it. If not, your honey and nectar is just going to drain out.
That's what people tell me about my tree hive, and I haven't seen a problem yet.
Now, I mean, if you put a blank foundation in your tree hive and they go to building it, they probably build it at the new angle that your frame would be on, or they would rework some of your old comb.
you know, I think I had an epiphany the other day when I was out at the hive. And
Spell that, Bob? No.
Epiphany? Probably not. Multiple degrees didn't teach me anything, just big words. So when they're festooning, right, when the bees are festooning, I think they're acting like a plumb bob, right? So let's say your frame is off-centered. Let's exaggerate it. The bees will festoon and they're going to hang straight down, right? Because just gravity, and they're just hanging down, swinging. But that's how they're building the comb, where they're hanging down.
So they're looking at the angle of their legs?
No, they're just building because, they're all just tied together, right? Just hanging together. But they're swinging straight down. They're hanging straight.
I'm not sure they swing, but they...
No, they do swing. If you pick up a frame, you'll see them swinging.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, look at mine. I just updated just tonight.
Get that up.
I just updated one tonight.
He got
on
it,
my
but
tree
you didn't.
hive.
I got it. They're swinging.
They are swinging, yes.
They're swingers.
But yeah, I mean, like you said, if your hive is on a tilt, they're going to build off of your foundation.
Build the comb straight down.
I have put a lot of frames in my flow hives with just the starter strip on the top, and you have to make sure the hive is
level.
Level.
It's level side to side.
Level side to side, yes, and they will build straight.
You want it level side to side, but if anything, you might want a 1/4 of an inch tilt to the front.
It doesn't take much for water to run.
On a flow hive, it doesn't really matter. They actually say you should tilt it to the back for the flow hive, so that whenever you have honey, it runs to the back.
Okay.
But because you have the vented floor, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
From a water
I know
point
on a
of view.
standard solid bottom, like a regular Langstroth, you want it tilted to the front. That way, if water blows in from winds and rain, it'll drain back out.
Yeah, well, because they have the slotted floor and the tray at the back or the bottom. Sorry.
Yeah. Bob has that problem because he doesn't use screen bottoms anymore.
I never bought a screen bottom, other than 2 used colonies that I bought before I even had my first bees, right? I was looking on Craigslist and somebody was getting rid of them. And one of those colonies had a screen bottom board. That was the only screen bottom board I've ever had out here.
I got talked into it with my first one, and I just keep copying it. And that's what I've been doing.
Yeah,
that's what I've heard. I've heard that the bees will lay, or the queen will lay in a better comb almost straight away. Yeah. For a new beekeeper that doesn't have any drawn comb,
it would be a good start for them.
Yeah.
So better comb is really for your brood. It's not for the honey frame.
No, it's not for honey. No.
No, so like when you start out and you don't have any comb in a box, if you pop that down there instead of like a starter strip or something, the queen can go ahead and start laying in it.
Yeah, they reckon she'll lay in it straight away almost.
And that's what Iowa Laying said. Better comb is best used with new boxes and packaged bees. The bees laid eggs in 2 days. Later, they prefer natural comb.
According to Better Bee, it says you can extract the honey from it, from the better comb, but I have never used it. But most people that I've talked to that had used it, they used it just for brood.
Well, there used to be a beekeeping YouTube channel called Backyard Bees NC, and he bought it, and I watched his channel, and he's north of me, and in the summertime, he showed how the wax would stretch.
Yeah, but that was before. Was that unwired or wired?
I'm not sure how he bought it, to be honest with you.
No, yeah, you can buy it. I bought it just as strips of literally comb with no frame.
Right. I'm not sure how he did it. I thought it came like that, and then you had to put pegs or something in the side to hold it in.
Yeah, you can put pegs in.
Bobby pins. Bobby pins from your wife's hair.
My plan is to build a frame, put the wire in it, and then melt it into a wired frame.
And
hey,
the other,
Bob,
the same
when
as,
you melt down,
Fred Dunn has done.
When you melt down all your wax, you got all that gunk in there. So I guess really frames aren't fully waxed. There's other junk in there to make them stronger, right?
Well, when you first put them in there, it's just going to be wax. Well, I got the black foundation in most of mine, right? So they have that in the middle of it. But when they start drawing off, it's just their wax that they're drawing.
It is pure wax.
Yeah. I mean, what's left behind is the cocoons and stuff from the old comb. Look at Lee, just dropped out. Where'd he go? Hit the wrong button.
Maybe the cocoons give it the strength.
Yes, that was. He's actually, his name's Brian. He's been on Brian Carrollton, I think. Toothpicks, top and bottom, wired horizontally. Yep, there you go.
Yeah, half a toothpick. Yep.
That's the little pins that you can get to put them in. I don't know how good y'all can see.
I might need to buy some of them because some of the wax that I melted down today that I put in there didn't have any. It had I guess it was wired foundation that was in there at one time. Because when I started cutting the comb out, the old wax moth comb, it had the metal wires in it. And I just put them all straight into the solar wax melter.
I use those pins for my cut comb foundation. I just put them in from the side, and they lock in.
Yeah, I've seen people use bobby pins from their wife's hair.
I never thought of that. It would probably work too.
You know what I'm thinking I'm going to do with my laser when it comes?
You're getting a what?
Rule the word,
my laser. Is I think I might start cutting some of those small wooden boxes and see how they go together on a frame for cut comb, where you can just take the wooden box off.
Mm-hmm.
I might either take the wooden box off or he stopped his beekeeping channel. I guess he thought he was going to get YouTube rich doing beekeeping YouTube videos, and when he realized how much work it was and that you don't profit from it, that he stopped making YouTube videos. But he'll still pop in chat sometime on his personal channel.
Hey, Brad talking about me here or something?
Yeah, he would. That might be me, the different colored hives. And no, Sean, he's got 290 people watching right now.
Now, I notice whenever I go to editing my videos, because I got that lapel mic right there on my collar, you can hear me breathing pretty hard.
Fred must be double dipping.
So I try to take it and adjust my audio to where whenever you do hear me breathe hard, I'll kind of lower the volume in that area.
He's got $120 in super chats sitting up there right now. So he's making a killing. He don't have to produce beekeeping videos anymore, evidently, because he just makes. There's another one just popped up there. People just.
Hey, Bob, you used to do gaming videos, right?
No, I did a gaming video about a beekeeping game recently. I did on a different channel. I did I did some World of Warcraft stuff, and I did what you call it, the
Investments and money or whatever.
yes, cryptocurrency. So
Did you find out that beekeeping has a bigger draw than those other topics?
no, not at all. Not at all. I've got a video that's got 65,000 views on crypto, and nowhere near that on beekeeping. Not at all. Not even close.
Of the 60,000, how many do you get like in a day?
How many views do I get in a day?
No, it's 60,000. If you got a video like that, how many would you get in a day?
Oh, I don't know. It's been on there for a while, and it's still.
I mean, do you get
I
like
can look at my
50,000 in a day?
No, I haven't ever had like a viral video like that. That one's just kind of lingered along, and it's still. If I look at my like top videos, like, well, I would have to see more because I put out so many videos now. Usually, well, actually, it's kind of fallen off of my. Nope, there's one. Most of my stuff that's getting the most views is beekeeping stuff nowadays. But there's videos that I've got on there from 2 and 3 years ago that still get, 100 or 200 views a month just from that. And
Hey, Bob, you saw mine that has the when I was singing "Happy Birthday." Is that considered a viral one? The one like the 51?
I guess it's all perspective. I find out my shorts get a lot more views than my actual videos that I put out. And the live content ones do pretty well, like with this. But it's not like I'm not getting rich, guys, at all.
How many is basically a viral when you see what do you know?
Well, Yappy's got
hey,
like 25 million views on a video. That's kind of a viral video, in my opinion.
And is that in like 1 hour or?
Oh, I don't know. I guess I don't know what the time frame is on their videos, but they
I've seen them on news channels talking about, oh, this video went viral, these people doing this, and I mean, it's showing they got like 3,000 views.
when you start seeing videos that are from YouTube being shared on Facebook and other social media platforms that have nothing to do with beekeeping or whatever, I find that even mostly the videos on swarm captures and cutouts, bar none, are the most prolifically watched YouTube bee videos, because I feel that you don't have to be a beekeeper to like to see somebody cutting bees out of a thing. When they see this massive colony, it's gonna be eye catching. They're gonna be like, "Oh, the shit! This guy's gonna get stung 1,000,000 times," And then they see Yappy stick his hand in there and grab a handful of bees. Well, any beekeeper knows if you caught a swarm, those bees you can do that. I did it on my beard on one of my hives today and picked them up. So
or when he catches a queen within 5 seconds of seeing the mass of bees.
Ooh, there she is! Boom, catches her, right?
Yeah.
And to people that aren't around it, they're amazing.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, well, I like. Okay, look, I didn't want to go there, but we'll go there. All right, so please don't take this negative. I watch everything Cayman puts out. I've even got his live stream over here silent. I can't hear what he's saying, but it's running, right? And giving him support.
Notes.
I'm giving him support. I can't hear a thing he's saying, but I see the chat. And the thing is that he does amazing work for the beekeeping community. He's got the Hive Life Conference. He's got all this stuff going on. Hey, Brian. And that's awesome. But because he's got all that, you only have 100% of your time, right? So between sleep, working your own colonies, making videos, doing all this stuff, you have to cut out somewhere, right? You have to cut out something. So what I've noticed is that the more we talk about like Hive Life, which is a great event, the less time he's got to do other things, right? Like make a lot of videos like he used to do and stuff like that. And I'm not hating on him. He's doing a fantastic job. But that explains, in my mind, why he doesn't have time to make a ton of extra videos, right? Now, me personally, I prefer watching his other videos. You know, I do. That's my preference. I would rather watch him go through a bee colony and do that. That's my thing I like to watch. But other people like to sit in here like you fine people are, talking with us and chatting, which is what he's doing right now as well. So, you know, and we still have our same 30 people that we have all the time in here. And he's still got 307 people that he has over there all the time. I wish we could kind of co-intermingle where maybe we could get some of those people, but those people aren't coming over here. You know, you guys are. That's great.
Going through your hive frame by frame isn't going to get to your views though.
No, but that's when it comes down to YouTube is not it's not a moneymaker. Does it make money? Yes. Is it a moneymaker to where I'm going to get rich? No. I mean, my best month was last month and I made $145. So it's not the amount of time that we put in to do this is not worth. I could go sit in my front yard and make $145 with my pickup truck and honey and not do any videos. Right. So it doesn't, it's not about the money. Yes, it helps. It does help. I'm not going to lie. $145 is $145 more than I had. The fact that people buy shirts are more than what than I had. So the video is not the, YouTube. For me, this is a hangout. I'm hanging out with people I like to hang out with and talking about what I like to talk about. Bees.
That's me, is hanging out with everybody here. And then, like we said before, hey, I can look back a year from now and say, hey, look at this video. This is what I was doing at that time last year. Right.
And I can go back a year from now and look at a video and say, man, I told them that I wasn't doing this and not doing that. And now I am doing that. You know what I mean? It's like I changed my thought process along the way.
Another way I kind of look at it, I mean, it might be on the dark side, but hey, when something happens to me, that's still something my kids can go back and watch.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wish my dad did that.
And
I mean, we don't have a lot of pictures. Well, we got pictures, but we don't have a lot of video of like my dad and stuff. But I mean, we don't have many pictures of me because I'm the one always doing the picture taking for everybody. But
you gotta get that.
Yeah, Cayman doesn't really give you a schedule. He just pops on when he wants to pop on. Typically, it is a Saturday night, though. Typically, it is.
Yeah, and Lee, you got to get that fancy old projector going for half of that stuff.
Oh, he has not begun to defile you guys. He's got like disco lights going in the background. Look at that. He's got Galloway lights on his wall right now.
I love it. I went to that all for my front yard for Christmas.
Oh, that's awesome! And
I like toys.
Won $1,000 on a scratch. That's awesome. You need to smile more for them, Lee. Hey, Larimore. You guys flipping back and forth? You know you guys are killing my algorithm. I'm just letting you know. You guys are destroying my views.
Oh, you got to stay on? Is that what gives you?
No, so here's the thing. With the way we stream, because we stream to both of our channels at the same time, right? We can see the chats from both sides. However, if Phil's in my channel and DC's Bees or Houston Shelton's on Lee's channel, they can't chat and see what the other person is chatting, right? So if they want to chat with that person, then they go to the other channel so they can chat with that person. And what it's doing is it's helping Lee. It is helping Lee, but it is hurting me to some degree. And I say that because at the end of the video, when I've got, Lee's got 15% of the subscribers that I have, but yet at the end of the video, he's got 7 less views than I have. The math doesn't work with the algorithm. You know what I'm saying? Because now they're saying, okay, Lee's getting 100 views with only 200 subs. So it looks like a higher percentage of engagement on his channel. So guess what YouTube does? Even though it's the same exact content, YouTube says, well, that video over there, that's where we're going to show people, and that's where we're going to send people. Now, the drawback to that is I don't care which side it's win-win. I don't care which side you look at it on. But what it does do is now Lee is getting exposure, right? YouTube doesn't have to pay Lee, right? So it benefits them to send people to Lee's channel to watch, even if it's the exact same content.
It's cheaper.
It's cheaper for them, right? They're getting to run ads. They're getting to show that content. And they're not paying anything. So
Now the way Hillbillies is going to do theirs, where they go back and forth through the 3 of them in rotation, is that any better?
Well, I guess technically it is. I mean, it would be because, that's how the stream team does it, right? So 1 week they're on Castle Hives, 1 week they're on Bruce's, 1 week they're on Nature's Image.
The only difference I see that it makes, it just allows them to see all the chat comments in one section.
Well,
but other than that, the video is exactly the same.
But the one time, the one time they're there, then they'll have 100 people watch it. Like we got 33 people. I don't know. I probably have out of 33, I might have
21 right now.
Okay, so right now it's 21. But
sorry for bringing your rating down.
No, I'm just we're trying to make sense of it. If you're on YouTube and you're trying to make money, and anybody that produces content wants to kind of figure out what pulls the trigger, what's going to make people watch your video, what's going to make people stay, what's going to make people go, well, if we go just back and forth there, the only thing is, for you guys, it wouldn't make a difference because you guys are diehard, come every week, watch the whole show, don't leave. We always have 37 people, 20 to 37 people all the time. So it wouldn't matter to you guys. But what it does do is it becomes in my mind, which channel are we live on this week? Which one are we going to? There can be a confusion with that. But other than that, there's really no big thing on it.
Yeah, I got people complaining about my videos saying that they didn't understand what I was doing when I was advertising you and Lee's prize giveaway. And I was like, I don't want to bore you with information, but they want to know what it is. Where do I go? How do I subscribe?
Yeah, it's a little bit crazy. Yeah, and the good thing is Lee and I are friends. It doesn't matter. In the end of the day, it doesn't matter where you guys go to watch it. I'm not saying don't go to Lee's or don't go to mine. What I really would like to see is StreamYard somehow
combined them
both, where the chat that we see on the screen, you could see on the screen, kind of like Streamlabs OBS does, or Twitch, or some of these other ones where Phil's face would be a chat box where you guys can see what it is all the time,
The only thing, I've been looking at the Streamlabs OBS. I was playing with it yesterday and today, and I could end up getting that set up. But as far as like guests coming in, it wouldn't operate just like it is right now. We may have to go through Zoom or a different program to bring a separate guest in on the same screen.
Now you're sounding like work.
Yeah.
That's what I do at work every day. Zoom.
But
it's no one program is going to do everything that you want, really. You'll have to do multiple.
But it is what it is, and we deal with it. And it doesn't bother me.
The only other one that I found that will combine all the chat, bring all the video in, the guest and everything, you're looking $1,200 for that, just the software.
No.
And that's
And-
with one year worth of update. After that, if you need an update, you got to buy another version.
Now, you guys
Yes.
ever worry about like YouTube going defunct and losing out on everything you've been putting all your money into and effort?
Yeah. As far as the YouTube side, I got a little money invested as far as, the computer, editing, just different stuff like that, cameras, but the majority of my stuff is just beekeeping. I go pull honey or something like that. So,
Well,
don't put all your eggs in one basket, really.
Well, that's the same thing. Like with this laser software, I'm looking at that Adobe Premiere and Lightburn and all these different softwares. They all are subscription. Everything.
Yeah.
Nobody just sells you outright anymore. They're not selling you something to
as
use.
soon as you stop paying, you lose everything you put in.
Yeah, so that's kind of one of the things that I'm looking at right now is trying to. There are some free softwares, but they're very limited, on what you can do with them. So that's just it's stuff that
they all going to cost you somewhere. Even this Streamlab right here, not Streamlab,
StreamYard.
Mm-hmm. I'm paying $300 a year for that.
Yeah, the first time I got burned was when I ended my cell phone carrier and lost all my contacts, all my emails, and everything.
You had Apple, didn't you?
No, I think it was Comcast or I forget who it was.
No, I'm talking about the phone. It was Apple.
It's no Android, but
okay.
It was
Android.
the carrier because. Yeah, it's the carrier that you're with. If you get loyal to them, you start using all their stuff, and they have all the storage. And as soon as you cancel, they don't even tell you that you lose everything. And then you get your new carrier, and it's like, "Where's this? Where's that?" And they're like, "Oh, we deleted that."
Because see, what I like about the Android, as long as it's backed up onto your Google account, if you change carriers, phones, phone number, whatever, all you do is put that email address back in. It brings all your contacts over for you.
I think that's more modern. This was like 20 years ago when I first got started.
You lost the contacts in your flip phone.
Yeah. Oh man, everything. That's when you had all your calendars and all kinds of everything you had in there.
You remember when Nextel had the push to talk, where you just pushed the side of it and it chirped and you talk to your buddies that you had dialed
like a walkie-talkie. Yes.
Yeah.
I've had them.
Yep. Yeah, my kids don't even know what the heck you're talking about when you say that stuff.
A pager? What's a pager?
Yeah. What's a brick?
And when they put like 911 after it, and you'd it's emergency, I gotta go.
Well, I remember when I had the alphanumeric pager. It was Motorola Arch, and you got two phone numbers. They gave you your regular local number, and then you got a 1-800 number. And if they wanted to send you like a text message in it, they would call the 1-800 number, talk to an operator, tell them your message, and then they would put it in the computer and send it to your pager.
You're running around looking for a payphone or something. Hey, can I use your phone?
I used to have that for work.
I had a bag phone like when they first came out.
I had a bag phone, and then I had one that looked like a day planner. You unzipped it all the way around and folded it open.
Yeah, that's the one I'm talking about.
The phone was on one side with the cord, and the computer and the antenna was on the other side.
Yeah, it was a flip-up antenna, and you plugged it into your cigarette lighter.
Good old days.
Powered up. And you were the shit if you had one of those. Dude, you got a phone in your car?
Yeah.
Yes, I do. And watch this. Boop, plug it up, zip it up, bag it into the house so nobody robs you. And then you got that first cell phone bill. You're like, I'm not using that thing no more.
Yeah, I remember that was like $50 a month just for the service, and then you paid 25 to 45 cents a minute for talking.
Oh, it was outrageous. I'm like, I just stop at a payphone. I'm good.
And you didn't have text message, internet, and all that back then.
Yeah, it was.
But anyway, back on the bees. How many hives you got now, Galloway? Frank, since we know you don't mind.
I think it's like 8 or 9, I believe, because I'm double stacking them with queen on top with a double screen between. So it's kind of hard for me to remember which is like a single hive, one queen, or if it's 2 queens stacked.
Let me see.
I started out with 4 this season, but
well, you doubled.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is true. Dad, practice is over. Come get me real fast and hang up the payphone so you got your dime back or your 35 cents.
I remember back in the day with the payphones, I had a cousin. You could walk up to the phone, hit 0 to call the operator, and tell her, "Hey, I just made a phone call and it didn't work and it took my money." They could hit a button and that payphone would spit your quarterback out.
Or
Or
You
they would send you a check in the mail for 25 cents. I've seen that.
I had a code for all the different phones all in the area. Oh shoot! And they all had a passcode. So if I use a certain name, they'd know which phone I was from.
bag phones are 5 watt. The handheld phones are only 3 watt. The bag is better. Right?
But they weren't 5G.
Yeah, man, it was crazy. So even with the payphone, like I would do a collect call, and it would be like, "Hey, Dad, I'm gonna do a collect call, and if when you get that, just know that practice is over, right? To come pick me up." So you would say, "Hey, you got a collect call from Bob. Will you accept the charges?" No. Right? They wouldn't accept the charges and just hang up. And then he knew to come get me from school or from wherever.
If I said it was from Tony, he knew I was on what phone that was. And if I was Fred, it was this phone. Or if it was Harry, it was that phone. And they knew where I was at.
And I did have some kind of crazy code. I don't even remember what it was. And I don't even remember how I got it. But when I was in the service, I could go to the payphone on the pier and punch in some number code and the phone number, and it would dial my house, and I wouldn't have to pay anything, and I could talk for as long as I wanted to talk on the payphone, and no issues. And then I think they finally stopped it, or they changed the code or something. It was crazy.
They have some neat hacks like that on YouTube. The old ways that used to hack it.
Yeah,
they don't work anymore. But yeah, they're pretty neat ideas that people came up with.
I used to be devious, even on dial-up on AOL. I had this software. Okay, so if you remember AOL, most of y'all probably won't, but some of you older people remember
You've
AOL.
got mail.
Right. So you would get a free 14-day trial, I think, when you signed up for it. Mm-hmm. So I had this piece of software that would generate this random credit card number and put it in. So every 2 weeks, I would have to it would just generate a new card and give me 2 more free weeks. So I never had to pay for AOL. Then I had something called a mail bomb. So if someone pissed me off, it would send a loop to their mail, and it would just over and over and over again. You got mail, you got mail, you got mail, you got mail, just constantly. They couldn't stop it. They'd have to shut their whole computer down and turn it back on. So, as for those anonymous people. And then to dial up playing a game, and somebody in another room would pick up a phone and disconnect you from the game. Yeah, a bunch of AOL CDs. I had a friend of mine go into, you remember when CompuServe was the thing, right? And he went in, Sears was they sold Packard Bell computers, and they would do the CompuServe internet. Well, you could go into their demo computer, and you could log onto their CompuServe because they would have like the demo going, right? And you could add an account under their demo. My buddy did what's the guy from The Godfather? Vito God, what was the lead character's name in The Godfather? But he would sign up an account as that guy, right? Anonymous account. But he knew the password and everything to sign in. So he would just go home and sign into the internet using an account, a free account that was generated on Sears's computer. Corleone. Yeah, Corleone. Vito Corleone. And so that was his screen name, Vito Corleone. And he would just sign in for free. Just had someone try to steal my tiller from my front yard. Did they catch some lead, James? They would catch lead if they came around here stealing something. No warning shot. It's a warning shot through the heart. Oh, they would send those CDs out in the mail too. those AOL CDs. I don't know how we got over on that.
Every now and then, you still see those at Walmart up by the checkout. I would see an AOL CD.
Really?
Yeah, like within the past year, I've seen them.
Are they trying to come back? Is it still a thing? I know some people still have AOL emails.
Yes.
Email addresses.
Yes. AOL email. Yes.
Oh, is it still a thing? AOL.com. Holy crap, it is still a thing. You can actually log into AOL still.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, whenever I first got it, it was AOL, America Online. It was basically just America. Now, you had to download like a little patch file to actually get out to the World Wide Web.
It says create an account or continue with Google.
It's retro.
The real question is, I think I still know. I don't know what my password would have been.
I remember the Hotmail too.
Let's see. And this, can I hack my old account? Why did I capitalize that?
Bob getting old, trying to go back to the old days now.
Hey, Bob, you still remember your first address?
My first house address?
Yes. Yes.
No, I moved around. I know the city that I lived in, but I don't remember the address. I know the street, but I don't know the house address. I know my first phone number that I remember.
Your first phone. You remember that number, huh?
Oh my gosh! It does ask me for my password to sign in.
We still have the same phone number. We still have the same house phone number here that we had whenever I was 7 months old.
Holy cow.
I don't.
We moved here when I was 7 months old, and we've lived here pretty much ever since then. I've moved away a couple of times and that, but always ended back up on this property.
Yeah, nowadays you can't even tell by the phone number where people live. They pick a number whatever they want.
Yep.
Well, I got called from Cayman one day, and he used some service so you wouldn't know what his actual phone number is. I'm like,
That's spoofing. I love it. My cousins do that to me all the time.
yeah, but
Hey, this is the FBI looking for you.
I understand that if it's some random person that you're calling, but if you're trying to set up business for your conference and you give me a number I can't call you back at, does no good.
That's how you call your wife when she's mad at you and you want to get through and she keeps hanging up on you.
If I don't know the number, I don't answer it. Most of the time it goes to voicemail, then I call you back.
I know
you in my phone, you can leave a voicemail.
You use your mother-in-law's number and then she thinks it's her and it's like, oh, nah, it's me. Ah.
Just text me. Text me hey, this is so and so. Call me.
Hey, can you spoof a text number too?
Probably can. I don't know. You can use like Google or some service, but it shows a different place.
Yeah, I know the kids, they used to do that when they were younger. We had the Wi-Fi, but told them I wasn't paying for phone service for 11 or 12-year-old. So they get on Wi-Fi, and they had the things where you could get like the random phone number and they text their friends on them.
Yeah, and then you get hooked on a number and you can't reuse it because it gets lost. Yeah.
Ugh. Too much heat today. You see on my bald head.
What's your temperatures? 105?
Right now, I've got 82 degrees at 11 o'clock at night.
I think
we're in
it
the 70s.
It was like 9:30, 10 o'clock, somewhere around this morning, and we was already heat index 107.
Let me see.
Wow.
So the 18th, it got up to 100 degrees on the thermometer, but let's see what the heat index was. The heat index hit. No, it says we didn't get that hot today. Only 97.
So do you have to do a fancy turning technique to keep your wax from falling out of the frames?
No, they keep it. They regulate the temperature pretty well in there.
Oh, so if you let them sit outside the hive, then you're in trouble.
When I take the even a blank frame out, and set it outside, the sun will liquefy the wax that's on the plastic frame. So I could take it out, let it renew itself, flip it on the other side, let it renew itself, and then put it back in the colony.
No
And,
joke.
Yeah, it is very hot.
Yeah, I made a mistake of making the wax foundation frames and laying them sideways in my shed, and they're all like sagging and drooping. And
It's
we still showing 82 degrees here. The heat index is 90 right now.
we've got 4 more days of brutal weather before it
See
starts
you later, Dennis.
raining. All right, see you later.
Yeah, it ain't gonna be too long. I'm gonna have to go to. I need to get up in the
Yeah,
morning fairly
yeah.
early. When I say it's halfway cool, still mid 80s. Go
All
try to
right.
check all 4 yards tomorrow.
Shit, it's in the 80s at 10 o'clock in the morning here.
Well, that's what I'm saying. We're still at 84 right now.
I
Lee,
see
you
Wiz-
said you had four
Yeah.
yards.
4 yards.
see Wiz and Hunt popped over there to over on the other channel.
How many hives does make it practical to have another yard?
The other yards I have are other properties that don't belong to me. So, I mean, it just kind of depends on how many they would allow. I got one guy, I got 4 on his property, just kind of help with his gardens, but I get all the honey.
You have to go there every 2 weeks or so.
During busy season, I usually go every weekend to all 4 yards. All season, every 2-3 weeks. Winter, maybe once a month, just to kind of check in.
Is that like a 2-day thing to do this circuit?
I can do all 4 yards in one day. It's a long, hot day, but I can get all 4 done in one day, no problem.
Yeah,
It's well, with the swarm that I got in yesterday, I got 33 right now.
You get 33 hives?
Yeah.
Yeah, see, Bob's got it made. He's got it all in one pile.
no, I got another yard.
He got another yard now.
I got another yard
Oh.
now, but it's only got 5 nukes in it, and it's not that far. And when I go to town, to like Walmart or something, I've got to drive past it. So typically, I'll swing in there and do a quick check on them, and then go down.
Is that you're doing nukes to try and keep them from moving around when you first start them? Is that how you're doing it?
No, these people came and bought honey from me, and they're like, well, we got 18.5 acres right down the road in a chestnut grove if you want to put some down there. So I said, yeah, I'll bring some down there. But I wanted to make sure with smaller colonies that the strawberry patch across the road wasn't spraying chemicals. So I took small colonies to see if it killed them. I was only killing small colonies, right? So
So you're going to boost it up to regular hives soon.
hopefully. They're worried about when the people come to harvest the chestnuts in September if it's going to be an issue for them. So
What issue would they have?
well, he actually, the guy that owns the place, made it sound like them either stealing the hives or stealing honey out of the hives and carrying it with them, so
You got to go with those little Google things you stick on the hives that track it.
no, I don't have anything on them right now.
I got
So-
just cellular trail cams at the other locations. That way, if it detects motion, it automatically sends a picture to my phone.
Well, I'll tell you, I bought a X Tool, an X Tool D. What is it? D1.
I think
Excellent.
you said one.
Yeah, X Tool D1 10-watt diode laser. I'm gonna be trying to do some engraving.
Bob's
And-
going to
Keep
take
it
over the world with his
Yeah.
laser.
How deep can that go?
It'll cut 1/4-inch plywood. So I mean, you got to do it slow to cut that thick. But most of the stuff that I want is mainly engraving, like cups and cutting out thin stuff and
Can you use steel and copper? And
do it. Yeah, like you see Lee's cup. I could do those. I could do hive tools. I could do bee boxes. I can't cut a bee box, obviously, but I can engrave on a bee box. And
leave your mark.
I can leave my mark, right? So instead of branding, I could take the front of my hives and just laser etch my logo right into the front of the hive.
About a quarter-inch deep.
I could go if I wanted to go that deep, but I could laser etch it in there. It's a pretty cool tool. Like I was saying, Matt and Sarah, Matt did a review on it, and he said if he had this machine was available when he got started, that's the machine he would have bought, because he said the Glowforge is nice, but it's 3 times as expensive as this machine. You could run 3 of these compared, for the price you're buying a Glowforge for. So yeah, I got everything. I got the rotary head. I got air assist. I got the honeycomb tray. The only thing I don't have is a case. So like a vent box for the filter the smoke out or blow the smoke out. So
how big is the bed?
Shit. They do everything in millimeters, right? So it's like I converted. I think it's like 17 inches by 16, like 17 by 16. It's a pretty big square cut bed that size.
You could entertain scrapbookers and stuff.
Yeah, so that's kind of what I'm trying to do.
You remember the millimeters on it?
I can pull it up, dude. I'll tell you exactly. Let me see. X tool. If it tells me the specs here.
About to say, I got the conversion here.
Of course, they show all this fancy schmancy stuff on the website you can do.
Yeah, I did the vinyl cutter. That's what I ended up doing. So I can do sheet vinyl and anything that can cut.
Yeah, I can cut leather and everything with this too.
Now does it do like a burned edge, or is it pretty clean when it's done?
Well, with the air assist, it's much cleaner. Let me see. Ultra fine. Where's the damn bed size? Come on. Easy focus. Large engraving area. All right, so it's 17. I don't know why they did it. 17 by 16. It's 432 millimeters by 406 millimeters. You can do photos, do all that stuff. So I got one of these to try out. This is some maple pack of little boards, signs. Just this thing cost me like $12 at Walmart. So I'm just going to use it to just do some samples, see what I can do.
So you can do like a cartoon of your face, kind of like they used to do Bob Ross.
Yeah, I should, right?
Right in the middle of your hive.
Happy look. Do like how Steve-O, not Steve-O the YouTuber, but the Steve-O from Jackass. He's got a tattoo of himself.
Yep.
Should do that. But the good thing about this is it's Wi-Fi. You could do it's Wi-Fi, like a Wi-Fi printer. You could do USB, or you could transfer it by an SD card. And so it's pretty neat.
I guess you could do a tattoo theoretically and have a scar.
Yep. So I got the RA2 4-in-1 rotary, all kinds of stuff. So we'll see. We'll see. See what happens. Huh? Yeah. Well, I need to make money with it. That's the main thing. Guys, if you haven't figured it out about me, I don't buy stuff that don't make me money. I try not to.
That's what happens when you sell honey. You have to buy something.
Yeah, and it's not very heavy. It says I don't know. It's the whole thing is, I guess, about maybe 25 pounds.
115-volt portable.
Yeah, it's tabletop. So
that means you can put it in your truck that you go with your bee delivery.
And it also has an app, so you could actually do it from your phone.
It's a shame you couldn't get your delivery truck for the honey. Put that in there too. You could do it right on the spot. Yeah.
If they didn't scam out on that, that'd have been nice. Let me see. What time is it? It's 11 o'clock at night, guys. We're going to have to call it.
My wife will be happy to get off.
My wife will be happy that I get off too. She's like, You guys go live every night. No, I either watch a live every night, or we go live, or Phil will choke me out if I don't go live.
You have to beat Cayman. He's still going.
Yeah, well, I'm not feeling it. Well, see, he keeps going because people keep sending him money. You guys start throwing money at me, I'll go all night. It'd be like the MDA marathon. The
Now, is this a truly a midlife crisis type thing, or do you think there's young people doing this too?
what the
All this chat stuff and
oh, I'm sure there's. You talking about with just doing live chats or what?
yeah, live chat and honey and all that stuff. I mean, it's just a certain age group. What I see in my videos are like anywhere from like 35 to 50 is what my age group is.
Well, I'm hoping that younger people are getting involved, and people that are coming to are coming to my house to buy honey. They seem pretty interested, and I always leave it open. Hey, you guys can definitely come over, and I'll take you through the colonies. I want to teach people, what little bit of knowledge I can. No, I didn't get it, man. Didn't get it. Hadn't made it yet. It must have had signature required or something. They might have sent it back to you. No, but it's
I think you got to have an establishment so you can have your career and your job, your house, and then once you get all that started, it's like, all right, now the kids are raised, and now I finally have time to do something.
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of here's the problem. I've got a health condition. But outside of that, if I go get a job, if I'm gone during the day, then my wife has been taking care of my mom all day long. Right? And then if I get a nighttime job, then not only has she been taking care of my mom all day, well, guess what? Now she's got to take care of them all night by herself. And if I work a daytime job, then when I come home, guess what I get to do? Take care of my mom because my wife's been taking care of her all day. So, it's one of those things. You got to do what you got to do for your family, but it does make it difficult, and that multiple streams of income, whether it's $100 from YouTube or, selling a couple of shirts and making $9-10 a piece. If this one I'm wearing, I think it's like, I'll tell you exactly, guys, I'm not scared to share nothing. If hopefully, like when you get something, it's because you want it. I don't feel like I'm a charity case, but I will show you guys just so you guys. I'm transparent.
Your shirts are all like an iron-on ink or.
No, I don't know what it's. I don't know. It's like heat transfer or something. I don't know what it is. I'd get it from a print on demand company.
I didn't know
That's
if it was
another
a heat transfer or a screen print.
What do you think it is, Phil? Phil's bought a couple of them.
That's another addiction you can get into, Bob, is you get that printing the different types of ink. You can print it on, whatever fabric, coffee mugs, whatever. And it's, when it gets heated, it changes.
This is probably going to make me, no, it didn't make me log back in. So this is just some of the beekeeping stuff, right? It's Game of Drones and the Beaking Bad stuff that I put out there. But, it's going to make me log in. Hold on.
Yeah, you got to look up heat press, and you'll be addicted to another one.
So let's look at the reports. I'll show you exactly, guys. I'm not. Where's it at? Reports.
I know.
No, that's not it. Stores. Where the hell is it? Maybe I won't show you exactly because I can't find the damn thing. All right, so we'll just go last 7 days. That's old. Come on, man. This is not
so many different things you got to go through.
No, where's it at? Well, that's showing what I got paid. On June 8th, I made $17. All right, so right here, Beaking Bad long sleeve. I bought it myself. That's my shirt that I bought. I made $5.66. Game of Drones logo silver. I made $11.50. Now, these Beacon Bad ones, for some reason, I think it's because it's a double-sided print. Like I got something on the front, something on the back. There's not that much money. It's less than $10 on it. Right here. One order of the long sleeve shirt, I made $5.66. The coffee mug that Phil just bought, $9.17. The t-shirt Phil just bought, $9.63. So I made $20 on 2 items, less than $20 on 2 items.
Are they making them to order?
Yep. So I don't keep any inventory.
That's just, yeah.
So when they go to the website and order it, it gets printed and sent to them directly. And they make, so I don't even know, how much was that, Phil? Do you remember how much the shirt was?
Oh,
Here, I can tell you. I can just go to the store. All right, so that shirt, the one I got on is $24.50, and I made $5. So it cost $19 to produce. So
That's about how it is on my store now.
So you don't make, it's not like I'm making $25 or 10, I make $5-6. You know, it's not like you're not getting rich, guys. Not getting rich, but $5 here, $5 there. You know,
yeah, they're short runs, so they have a big setup. You know, the whole thing costs them. You know, to set it up is just a nuisance.
Yeah, I mean, just making the design and sending it over. And I made these designs, and I don't use Photoshop, so it's harder for me to make the designs even. So Lee Price, well, first of all, his all have his logo that's already designed on them. Mine are all like basically parodies, right? Parody shirts. Lee has a store now. Yep.
Are you making them ready? The design ready to print? Because sometimes they have to delineate or something like that.
Yeah. So when you go in there and put the image on there, like what you want, then it'll it just gives you the parameters that you got to put the photo and move it around or whatever. Then they do everything else. So it's not.
Because they got to convert it to the different color tones. Like if you have 6 color, 1 color, 2 color, you got to narrow it down. And
well, I've done, you can do all kinds of stuff. Like you can do beanies. Well, I don't have any beanies in my store. Phone covers, mugs, all kinds of crap. I don't. Yeah, it is advertising for beekeeping. It's just extra little few bucks. It's not crazy. Now guarantee.
Hey, Fred, is Fred back on? Kate came and mostly finished, is he?
Came.
Nope, he's still going.
He's still going. I have it up, but it's on a different tab. But
Brad, hey Brad, I'm going to drop that link for you.
You got a yabba dabba do for him, Lee?
I'll have to make one special for him.
Have Fred Flintstone work in a beehive.
Yeah,
a prehistoric beehives with like little pterodactyls.
Yabba dabba do.
Bob, did you get my photograph I sent to you of?
I did of
my computer room or my control room. Just to rub Lee's nose on it, and there's 3 screens.
Let me see. Right, nope, that's the no live. You're killing me. Did I?
Hey
keep
Phil,
it?
you're gonna.
I don't think I kept it.
Phil, you're gonna have to send him some shaves of wood about a 1/2 inch diameter so he can start playing.
I don't have it anymore. Crap. Yes, I do. I lied. It didn't get lost in my email. All right. So this is Phil's control tower, his ivory tower, if you will.
Yeah.
There you go.
It looks like an air traffic control tower.
Yeah, that's
What
me.
it look like.
That's my office.
Wow.
How many people? Is there 3 people in there at one time, or?
No, it's typically one. Me, I have a chair like yours, Lee, or sorry, Bob, the sort of gaming chair, left corner,
You just roll around, hey?
and we just roll around. Yeah.
That's awesome.
So that's
Now,
what
how
I,
often do you have to? How often do you have to get on the radio and get somebody out there to fix something?
Not
not
too
very
often.
often. Not very often.
It's like, no, go get that.
That's a lot. So you control pretty much everything in the mill right there.
Well, no, I'm just sitting there doing nothing most of the time.
Kind of
Hey.
like this.
You sound kind of like my job.
I'm a programmer. I'm the guy that makes sure it works. And then once it starts working, it works, and then that's me gone.
And once it's going, right?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
So the mechanicals, you're not worried. That's not yours. It's just the software.
Oh, I'm a purely controls guy.
So a motor goes down, that's somebody else.
That's somebody else's problem.
That's the maintenance guy.
Yeah.
You look
Hey.
like you good at it, Barney.
Good man, Fred. Thank you.
Fred and Barney, there you go. Oh my gosh, you guys are too much. And at any rate, guys, it is 10 after. Actually, it's 11:11 here now. We're gonna call it for a close, and we appreciate all of you dieharders that hang out even through Cayman's. Now, except for Brad, because Brad was two-timing us. Oh, Cayman just signed off. So watch. Hold on. Now we got to wait to see how many people jump back over here.
How many people come back?
Come back now. Well, Bob's still alive. Bob and Lee's still alive.
We're at 26 right now. Let's see.
You'll get Brad, you'll get Mike, you'll get Charlie, you'll get all the guys coming back now. What do you see?
Now they're gonna bump me off.
No. Well, I'm still showing him going right now. Oh, maybe it just started over. Yeah, it just started the thing. 3 hours. He went 3 hours tonight. So we literally started like 6 minutes before him or something, or it just happened to be the same time.
But he doesn't bring anybody on with him. He's always like repeating what they say, right?
Yeah, he's reading it. They're reading the comments. And, I don't know. Some of it is you can control your environment when that happens, right? You can kind of control your environment, but it's I know I saw you over there. I saw you over there. I was double dating too. I was on this live stream and had him playing in the background. That still supports this channel. It's it's good. It's just you never know. So a lot of times, to be honest with you, if Cayman would have came on earlier, we probably would not have gone on. We probably would have watched his chat first.
Normally I do.
Yeah, we try to. If we see another live go on, the other night we were going to go live, and then Gus Mitchell was live, and we're like, no, we'll let Gus go and do his thing. It's all good. Gus has the benefit of Cayman praising him a lot, so his channel grew like very quickly. I mean, he's coming up on the amount of subs that I have, in just a little bit of time.
A little work on us, huh?
Yeah, I mean, how many's Gus got now, subs?
I hadn't even checked lately.
Gus Mitchell Bees. All right, Gus Mitchell. Gus Mitchell is pretty new to YouTube, right? I didn't ever hear of him until after we started doing this stream.
He's right at 14 right now.
Yeah, he's at 1,400 subs, guys, in months, and it's not. I'm not. This is not negative. It's not because of his content. He makes good content. It's because Cayman Reynolds shouts him out constantly. And because he shouts him out constantly, Andy has good content. People go over there and subscribe. Andy's been on with Cayman, right? And he's been on with, I think, has he been on the stream team too? Maybe.
I think he was on there one night. Now, I
So
tell you somebody who blew up, Duck River Honey. He
Yeah.
started the same year I did. He actually started several months after I did, and he's right at 11,000 right now.
but he's another guy that gets like huge shout outs, right? So to give you an idea, I've been doing YouTube for quite a while. The last 30 days, I've got 16,000 views, right? 16.6 thousand. Gus Mitchell has less subs than me. He's got 23,000 views. So,
I made a whole 6,200.
yeah, I mean, but what I'm saying is the time frame that he started to where he's at. You know what I mean? So to give you an idea, back in May 20, well, that was this year. Hold on. I don't know if I can even compare stats like that. I can only do the last 30 days, but subscribers last 30 days. He's had 263 subs this month. So, and then the other, you know, he's gaining subs crazily, considering like May 21st, he gained 3, but all of a sudden, you know, he's shot up to 20, 30 subs at a time. And, you know, he's got great content. I mean, and I'm definitely not talking smack about him, but he would not have those subs had he not gotten shout outs. That's all I'm saying. You know, sometimes a hand up is better than a hand out. You know what I mean? So this just is what it is. You know, some people know people that get them some extra subs. I don't. So I'm trudging through the ditches and through the muck, just like Lee and Phil and everybody else on here that we try to help to get a few extra subs. You're not going to get that help from a lot of people, you know. And
if y'all know of anybody that has just a minimum amount of subs that's actually putting out good content, let us know. Make a little list, and we might rate another channel on our Tuesday Night Live.
for me, it doesn't even have to be good content, just content, beekeeping content.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter to me. We'll put them out there. And who am I to decide if their content is good or not? I'm just saying, for me, you know what I mean?
Oh, well,
it's got to be content. That's all it's got to be. If it's content about beekeeping, we'll put it out, guys. And but if in fact, if we could just, you know, sometimes it's nice to have a little help. The stream team has helped us out, had us on there a couple times, and you know, it's given us a boost. They're not going to bring us on all the time, so we're not getting that constant boost. But, you know, it's nice to have a little help up sometimes. But at any rate, we're going to hop off here now because we actually lost subs after Cayman got off. And oh, matter of fact, Larry just posted 2 videos back to back. Actually,
Larry Gandy, was that the shorts?
Well, he had one an hour ago. He had one 23 minutes ago and one 19 minutes ago. And Galloway Lights had one 2 hours ago. And that's what that is. So we got people putting out content. We need to check them out.
Larry had said something when he was getting ready to leave that he had a couple shorts I think he was going to put out.
Well, cool. We'll check them out.
All right. Well, I hope everybody has a good night. Don't forget, come back see us Tuesday night. And got what, Stream Team Wednesday night? And we got the new Hillbilly Hives
on Thursday night.
Thursday.
So we'll be able to Hillbilly Hives live. We'll be able to check them out. And who knows? Maybe one day we'll be on that show.
Yep. Well, technically, we already were.
We already were. We were on the pilot episode,
Pilot.
but we got cut out for better actors afterwards. All right, guys, y'all have a good night. We'll see you soon.
Bye.
Night.